Hit it, Hunter.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Norstead Point, presented by NerdJamTV.com. We've got the whole crew with us tonight. We've got the wonderful Savannah playing Buttercup Lee, Matt playing Bruce
Hello.
Fantana, and Eddie playing Dr. Victor Mutare.
Yes.
Welcome back, everyone. We had a doozy of a session last session. Meridia the Exile has fortified herself within the flooded cave. She left the unconscious bodies of Ashta and Wyola outside her ice. The party ventured within the black dome that appeared in Norstead Point and touched the obelisk within. Venturing within, each party member found themselves in a familiar place. For Buttercup, it was a seaside cliff. For Victor, his family home. For Bruce, it was his Gymkata dojo. Within the dojo, Bruce meets Master Pao for the first time in a long while, and Master Pao is surprised that Bruce reached the dojo without meditation. He explains to Bruce that each location is a door created by one's mind which leads to the astral plane. As Bruce passes through the starry door within his door, he and the others find themselves on the astral plane. Buttercup finds herself greeted by an approaching storm of chaotic memory and emotion and immerses herself within it. Bruce witnesses strange astral creatures but decides to exit the way he came to go look for the others. Victor quickly realizes that Erguys has detected his presence and flees, meeting Bruce back outside the tower. When they meet up, the two find that Buttercup hasn't returned and they each head in to find her. Seeking to locate her, the two enter through their individual doors and enter the astral plane at Buttercup's location, finding her standing stunned amidst the astral storm. Bruce is initially waylaid by the storm, but Victor rushes into the winds and retrieves Buttercup, bashed by the tempestuous memories of the world's many minds. The three escape through Victor's workshop, and Buttercup and Victor find themselves traumatized by the experience. Afterwards, the group meets with Meridia once again. They ask her to make rings of mind shielding, which she agreed to try in exchange for her guaranteed safety in Alumea's pearl, which the party has hidden. The group, at the end of the session, met with the Great Avian. Victor makes a deal with the Great Avian, trading an uncanny stone carving of Meridia he'd made in exchange for 3 magic stones, one of which was intended to be used to teleport the captured residents of Norstead Point back to the surface. The Great Avian asked you guys to drop this off, or to spread these stones, rather, around the bottom of the abyss. And that brings us back to now. You guys have just left the Great Avian, and you are making your way back to town. I believe at this point it is currently, I think, midday-ish, because that was the first thing y'all did this morning.
All right then.
What would you like to do?
What do you guys think?
We can go see if Meridia has those rings ready. She did say it would take a little bit, so.
So I do want to point out that you guys, when you transferred Claudia and the merfolk ladies, it was in the evening.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I'm going to say that you guys sort of like smuggled them in there because the merfolk, the timeless daughters, were the objects of attention, and so right off the bat, y'all are like, let's just get them away from all these people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to say that Claudia is currently with the timeless daughters, who are helping tend to her.
I thought she was behind the glass with Meridia.
Meridia gave her back. Yeah, Meridia gave her back in better condition.
Good. Very good. Very good.
So you guys have
So,
just come back. What would you like to do?
y'all want to go check on Meridia, or do you want to check on the Timeless Daughters?
I'm gonna go talk to Meridia.
Yeah.
Let's go talk to Meridia.
All right. Everyone's going to go talk to Meridia. All right. Okay. Here, let me bring you guys in here. So everyone returns to the flooded cave. Bring you in here too. What would you like to do within this cave?
Walk up to the ice and knock on it.
You see her silhouette on the other side.
Victor's gonna just ask if the rings are ready. If she has any of the rings ready.
0 rings ready. In fact, she has
Okay.
not even begun on the rings.
Okay.
Because she was saying that if you want those rings, she wants the pearl in exchange.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I forgot.
So, do y'all want to go ahead and do that, or
Not really.
Wait a-
I don't want to give her the orb. Seems like a bad idea.
You knock on the ice, and what would y'all like to say?
Uh,
She's here listening.
Okay, no, I'm sorry. I didn't realize she. That was the deal for those rings. I forgot. Okay, my bad.
Hey,
That's what then?
Hey, Meridia.
She's listening.
What are the odds you can put somebody in the kind of ice you're in and just keep them there forever?
Pick someone in ice.
Could we put that bird somewhere in that ice where he can't escape?
Ooh, that's
This is
a good
going
idea.
to get her attention. And of course, not allowing you guys to be too close. She's going to slide through this ice. And she says, "It is possible. This is an interesting idea. Perhaps we could set a trap of some kind."
Question.
What's that?
So, Buttercup was standing in that storm, and she was just wrecked to hell and back with all these different lives and information that just filled her head. So, she's like furiously writing them down in a book. Would she have had any information about the Great Avian in it?
Buttercup's been recording her experiences, and would she have any information on the Great Avian within her book?
Well,
Are
I've
you
been, like-
are you asking, like, in a metasense, are you trying to ask me something about the Great Avian? Because I would say everything, if that's what you're doing, like if you're journaling this at the end of each day or something, then I would say, like, yeah, what you've been exposed to would be in that book.
I was seeing like if any of that information that she got while standing in the middle of that storm could have been potentially useful.
like relating to the Great Avian.
Or Meridian.
To the Great Avian, no, it was random chaotic shit. It was useful because it gave you an additional wisdom modifier and a boost to all your history checks.
Okay, I just wanted to double check. So she's like making a very detailed journal.
Yeah. As you guys are talking to Meridia, Bruce, you feel a weight in your pocket.
Can I investigate the weight in my pocket?
Absolutely.
Wait, hold on.
So
Before we go any further, this is family friendly. What do I feel in my pocket?
Well,
This is nerdjamtv.com.
as you thrust your hand into your pocket.
Whoa! Don't say thrust. Whoa!
What you feel is like lots and lots of stones in your pocket, and your pocket is getting heavier and heavier. And as you sort of like kind of take a handful of these stones out, they're sort of like shaking in your hand and like multiplying and falling onto the floor. And as these stones sort of hit the ground, they sort of like clack onto the ground, and then like the green runes on them sort of like fade from view. So your pocket is just like cluttering rocks on the ground right
This
now.
happens all the time, guys. Don't worry about it. I have rocks in my pants all the time. I don't know about your pants, but I get lots of rocks all the time.
These are the rocks that the Great Avian just gave you.
Oh
I'll remind you
no!
of this.
Oh
Yes.
god! Okay, that's
And
different.
Bruce, you had thrown your stone at the Great Avian.
Oh, so I
So
have
there
like
are multiplying rocks in your pocket right now, which are spilling onto the floor. and sort of like fading to
Meridia, don't come
looking like
out
Mondays.
here. We got fish bombs.
What is that?
That fucking bird gave me these stones, gave us these stones. I threw one, because I'd never use one of these stones on your kind. But now they're in my pants. Please help me get them out of my pants, Meridia. Can you help me? Can you help me?
Continuing just to like
Help me,
spill out
help
of
me
your
with
head.
my pants. Pants
She
help?
says, keep those things at a distance. I don't wish to be too close.
So we went from like 2 of those things to like 20.
Yeah, there's like 20 of them, like, and they're multiplying, and they're like sort of rattling as they do, and they're just like spilling onto the ground all over the
You should
place.
probably get away from Meridia.
Bruce looks at Buttercup and he looks at Victor and he says with a blush, "Don't look." Bruce takes off his pants.
Don't look! I swear to God. Nobody wants this.
You're sticking your pants
I
outside.
take off my pants.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
he's gonna take his pants
And
outside.
I
Okay, okay.
run away.
All right, so Bruce is now pantsless.
God damn it.
What would you?
Didn't see that. How long have we been streaming this, guys? Didn't see that coming.
That fast.
How-
Wow.
What would you like to ask Meridia? She is alarmed by these stones, which are just like falling to the ground and sort of like fading from view, because they just look like normal stones once they hit the ground. And she's gonna sort of like take a step back, not wanting to get too close to those stones, not quite sure what they are.
We don't really know what they are either, but
Buttercup looks up
Interesting.
from her book and like kind of like kicks one with her foot, like just kind of lightly, just like eh.
Just like clatters off into the cave. So returning to Bruce's idea of like ensnaring
Yeah.
something within the ice, she likes this idea, right? And she says it is possible, but we would need to lure this bird into place in order to do such a thing.
and Air Guys has set up some kind of portal to the astral plane within this orb that grows outside of the barrier.
Astroplane. This is not good. I know not what he's trying to do. But I know he is more powerful in his element. I believe this is what we face. We have many enemies. I wish to ask you something.
Go ahead.
Buttercup nods.
How is it that you attain such a form that you are able to go so far beneath the water?
Extensive scientific experimentation and application of the properties I find within the various creatures that I have slain that have become our foes.
Perhaps I can use this. You seem quite adept at adapting qualities to your body. This may speed up the process rather than trying to temper magic into a ring. But I stand by my price. If you want this boon, you must give me that Earl. That Pearl, not Earl.
No, he wants that Earl.
The Dixie Chick song.
And you, girl, sort of like turning to face Buttercup. And keep in mind, like, she cannot speak out loud. This is
Yeah,
all
it's
like
all-
telekinesis. She says, "Your mind is a storm. What has happened to you?"
Meridia is able to speak telepathically with her. She actually is leaning more towards Meridia's side of things compared to Air Guys or the Great Avian. So she just kind of lets her in on what happened and that she's writing everything down.
Mind has been harmed, child. Perhaps there's something that we can do, but it will take great time. And unfortunately, time is a valuable resource. What will you do? And she's sort of like nodding towards Bruce again, because Bruce had actually asked her like, "Hey, like, will you make these things for us?" And she says like, "Come back when you've determined like when you've reached a decision about whether you're gonna give me that orb or not."
So what Bruce has done is he's taken his shirt and he's made them a pair of pants, like his
Loincloth.
His feet are sticking out of the legs of his black shirt, and he's just kind of like holding it around his waist.
I didn't know Bruce had a shirt, honestly.
Oh, he doesn't have a shirt. Bruce is naked.
Bruce doesn't wear like a loincloth or
So
something
she-
underneath his pants. Just free balls all the time.
Yeah, let's just say yeah. That's easy, right? Yeah, he's
It's
wearing a
canon.
loincloth.
It's canon, folks. Happened here.
Yeah, canon loincloth.
All right.
So Bruce is standing there, like kind of blushing.
George of the Jungle.
What is the question from not Ashta?
So not Ashta is asking if you're going to actually give her this orb, because she's saying like time is of the essence. And she's saying Buttercup can be helped, but it will take time in order to do so.
Hey, Meridia.
What is it?
Do you think we should trust Ergeist with this orb?
Absolutely not.
Then why?
Ergeist is selfish.
Then why should I trust you with it?
So you know that she wants to use this orb because, like, it way ups the power of spells, which is kind of what the Timeless Daughters did, but they're amateurs with it, and she is basically, like, she's been living a very long time. She knows her shit. And furthermore, the Great Avian wants the pearl for the same reasons, and she's saying, absolutely don't give it to Air Guys because the creatures of the deep are selfish, is what she's saying. And Air Guys is going to take that shit.
But can she provide me with a reason beyond what she's already told us?
Or giving it to her?
Yeah, like
she will enable you to walk on the astral plane without immediately being detected.
Ooh, that's nice.
That seems cool.
Which basically means you can travel on the astral plane.
Okay, like let's. I feel like we should just trust.
Okay, let's just trust her. Okay.
Trust the weird shitty witch lady.
All right. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Savannah, are you cool with that?
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Now, Victor, she is also asking you
For some of my research.
for your similar research. And
Yeah.
maybe even a sample of your serum.
One of them.
Whoa. Yeah.
That one is a little.
You guys are going to see Victor's reluctance.
Yeah. That one's like difficult. He's like, I'm not even sure it would work on a creature of your nature.
I will determine that. You have proven yourself to be of some aptitude, given that you've already read my research. And you understood some of it. Impressive. Perhaps there is things we could teach one another. But it will cost the pearl.
Can I elbow Victor and be like,
Hey, Victor.
and just like try to like keep it under?
Hey, she wants
You don't have to ask.
she wants to teach you something. I think I could be wrong. I did not roll an insight check, but I think maybe she's into you, Vic. What do you think, Doc?
What do you think, Doc?
She likes your mind. You're both scientists. I've seen this happen
I'm
before.
already spoken for as as it is.
Okay.
You still have
Yeah.
your wedding ring on?
I'm always wearing gloves, so not that anyone could tell.
Okay, I'm just curious. Curious.
Okay, yeah. As far as Bruce Fantana knows, Dr. Victor Mutare is eligible, actually.
Well, I would also point out, Bruce, that you have seen, and Buttercup as well, even though you weren't really in a state to like interact, both of y'all have actually been in Victor's old family home, and you could see that it was a family home. And you saw his old workshop too. You don't know why, but Victor's not there anymore. Yeah,
But-
when you left, you went through Victor's door. But what? I was like,
to the question at hand. All right, I'll share some research. We'll compare some notes.
Hey.
We'll make a
This
deal.
pleases me greatly.
Happened.
I'm eager to see how high your potential lives up. Return to me when you have your notes and your serum and the pearl, and I'll see what I can do to assist you. I am glad we were able to help one another in this.
Can I walk up to Meridia?
Not without her sliding back, because she still doesn't trust you guys.
You
Well,
have all the
can I,
stones
like-
too.
Can I like kind of walk up and be like, just like,
Wait, do we?
we gotta
Let me
sit-
look at the camera. What exactly are you doing?
like,
Like you're trying to whisper to
do I have
Iridia?
to, do I have to roll for that?
Are you trying to do cat things to
What
her?
is this? I don't know.
So I'm trying to convey his secret to Meridia.
Oh, okay, sure.
Oh, God.
Roll me. Are y'all trying to listen in on Bruce's secret? She will slide back
No.
into the ice, but leave her face out enough to like listen. But she's cautious because
No, I'm
Bruce
not.
in particular looks jacked and scary. Okay, so what are you?
No, I'm not going to be
I don't-
listening. She's going to be too busy with her nose in the book.
I keep like leaning towards my mic. Okay, so Buttercup's not listening. What are y'all up to, Matt and Eddie?
So I'm gonna go to Meridia and be like,
Hey, Meridia. I kind of picked up on your vibes, and I think you're kind of into Dr. Victor Mujare. He said that he's not interested, and I thought I'd let you know that, because, as you and I both know, it is possible for a man and a fish lady to love each other. So I just want to make sure you don't get hurt, because I've been hurt before, and Bruce Fantana, you wouldn't think I've been hurt. Goddamn. I've been hurt.
and then that's the end of the conversation.
I just want to spare you some embarrassment.
That's the end of the conversation.
Okay, I'm trying to think because
I'm
this
just
is
looking
actually
Looking out for you.
so. Okay, so she is going to receive this, but she sort of like her body language, right? Her face doesn't change, but she sort of like looks kind of wistfully, like in one direction as if she's thinking hard about something, and then she's going to slip inside the ice.
Can I, as she's doing that, do I catch the wistful glance?
Yes, you do.
Can I roll an insight check to see if it is the look of a lover?
Sure.
Roll your insight check.
17.
17.
Is it a look of love?
It's not a look of love. It is like a look of it's body. It's what body language. It's body language that implies sadness and loss, but her face does not reflect this.
So I can't tell.
No. Her face doesn't change,
Oh.
but based on like the way she's responded to this,
Not
She-
to be rude, but there is only half of it.
Can I as she's like ducking away, as Bruce recognizes this, can I be like,
Hey, Meridia, come back. Why are you leaving me? You didn't even say bye. What the fuck?
You walked right up to her and you're scary. Okay. All right. So,
You got 4 viewers right now, right? That's awesome.
Hey, 5.
hello.
Hey, thanks for doing it, guys.
So here's your situation. Meridia has agreed to make you guys these rings, or at least to try and incorporate Victor's thing somehow, because she says it will actually be faster if she uses Victor's research in exchange for the pearl. And as far as mentioning like reproduction, that seemed to make Meridia sad.
That is probably something she had to give up.
Can I hit her up? Can I just be like, hey, Meridia, as she's like ducking away?
Yeah, I mean, she's on the other side of the ice. You know, she's assuming that you're like right here next to the ice, say.
Meridia, why are you so sad? Tell me about love. Because I feel like you've been in love before. So have I. It's scary, right? It's sad. Missing people.
Meridia's not.
Start with Meridia.
Meridia, come
Meridia's
back.
not about to have a conversation about
Meridia.
love.
Meridia, let's talk about love, goddammit.
Come back with my peril.
Ah.
Fine.
Get out of here.
We'll do it in 2 weeks, guys. It's fine. All right. So she's gonna work on the rings. It's gonna be faster. Oh, we've got.
You have like 10 of these rocks on you at this point. By the way, Matt.
10
Get these things
10
out of
rocks?
here.
All right. So where would you like to go from here? You've made your deal.
Get the pearl.
The pearl.
You gotta get the pearl.
You guys are gonna go get it. Okay. Let me. bump you
Yeah,
down to
guess
here.
so.
All right. So you are coming down here, right? As you guys sort of like come this way.
Yeah.
First off, actually, before I even move you to the scene, I'm gonna put you back over here. So as you guys are walking in this way, sorry, the girls are not here. There is a great commotion about, right?
Okay.
The townsfolk are all very excited over something. And they're sort of gathered in a big circle,
Okay. Let's
speaking to one another.
go see what's up.
Yeah,
A little
let's find out
concerned.
about that.
All right. So as you approach, you find. Oh, they're not standing in the fucking water. Jesus. You find that Claudia is now awake and she is up here. There
Okay.
does seem to be scarring on her face, but much of it is greatly reduced.
Okay.
And as she turns and looks at you, she says, "Oh, here they are." And she says, "My saviors, I think."
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Buttercup starts feeling
Thank
a
you
little
so
bit
much, Mr. Fanton. And Buttercup, as she comes to you, or rather, as you approach, she looks at you in particular, and she says, "I hear I have you to thank. You and the doctor." And she looks over at Victor as well. She says, "Thank you so much." She says, "I'm burning with questions," and the others are like, the other people are like, "Yeah, like, where did you find? Where did she come from? Like, where did you find Claudia? Like, she's been missing since the town got captured. Are the others still alive? Have you seen the others? What's all this scarring?" And she wants to know what all the scarring is. And they're just like throwing questions at you guys.
Buttercup gets
Get it.
overwhelmed and she
Back up.
steps over to both of the men and just kind of, like nods her head. And then goes back to scribbling.
Bruce,
Victor,
sorry,
go
go
ahead.
ahead. Go. No, you go.
Victor just kind of holds his hands up, trying to get everyone to quiet down, so that they can try and answer the questions. Do they stop like all talking over each other?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Buttercup, several people are still looking at you kind of expectantly, like including Claudia. She's kind of wondering like why you're not responding to her. And Victor, keep in mind, and Bruce, you're gonna see this. Bruce and Buttercup, y'all both see this. Is that every now and then Victor just like babbles about something he witnessed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good to know.
So-
Bruce is just kind of look at Buttercup and Victor and be like,
Yeah, this is what it's like to be famous. Everyone's always talking about you. They're always asking for autographs. They always want things from me. Sometimes they ask for change. I don't have any change. I'm broke. I don't have a job. Why are you asking for change, guy?
Victor is just kind of we found Claudia within the city in the deeps. We kind of
What the fuck are you talking about?
we ventured to Norstead Point and found a way to, I guess the word would be, teleport to a city underneath the waves, deep in the deeps, and we found Claudia. We spotted.
All over the crowd.
So, yeah,
Go on.
we spotted more of the townsfolk, but were quickly surrounded and unable to rescue the rest of them. We were lucky to escape with her. They are unharmed.
Still alive?
Yes, they are. They are still alive, in a similar state as some of the others in singing.
Okay, so when you say they're still alive, right? There's
Yeah.
like this visible relief on everyone's face where
Yeah.
they're like, holy fuck, right?
Yeah.
Not just Claudia, but everyone is still alive, is what Dr. Victor's saying.
Yes.
And then you're like, yeah, they're all singing.
I'm not very. It's not calm. It's very
And then
like
they're just
brave.
like, what? Like so, and so you're gonna hear like one of the random people just be like that Clifton girl. And then someone else speaks up. Are they all sick? Is that what's happened? Who's taken them? Why did they take them? Keep in mind, y'all have never gotten up. Y'all have never
Yeah.
gotten everybody else up to speed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. this has been a
like,
weird couple of
These
days.
people disappeared like, I want to say like 5 days ago, 7 days ago. A giant clam came up and like
Wasn't that like
swallowed.
3 or 4 days ago? It wasn't that long.
What?
It's been a few days now.
I thought it's only been like a week now altogether, like
Yeah, I
7
think
or
it's
8
been
days.
like a week. Yeah,
What-
I think it's been like a week altogether.
What, you're not used to giant clams swallowing up your villages? Come on, guys. Where have
No.
you, what have you
There are
not-
forces
what do
at
you
work
do?
here.
We're not used to that. That doesn't normally happen. Never even fucking heard of this happening.
that's not a thing.
Okay, but like everyone's alive, right?
Yes, everyone is alive. We are already working on a plan to rescue everybody else.
I want to help. And someone steps forward, and old man Marcus is like, "Hi, me too." And he steps forward and he says, "What can we do? We want to rescue the others."
Bruce is gonna walk up to old man Marcus, and he's gonna put a hand on his shoulder, and he's gonna say,
Old man Marcus, I've got a confession to make. One time you were asleep and I smoked your pipe.
You've already done this.
You've already done this, yeah.
but like, are you telling me in character? Because Bruce doesn't remember.
No, I'm like you as a character. You've already told him.
Oh, I
this
know.
In character.
I know, it's hilarious. It's fucking funny. He's doing it again.
You see his brows furrow. Right? You see his brows furrowed. He's like, "Yes, you've mentioned this before, Mr.
Oh.
Fontana.
Okay,
I'm
well, this is
still
awkward.
not entirely pleased with it, but
All right,
given the
well.
circumstances, it's probably the least I can do."
Okay,
I really wanted to do that 2 weeks ago, but it would have like derailed things. So
You did do it.
here we
2
are,
weeks ago.
November 7th, 2020. Bruce
Hey.
did that again.
Well, thank you for coming clean again, but you have admitted to this before.
It's really been weighing on me, old man Marcus. Just thought I'd let you know.
Tell you what, Bruce. Give me some way that I can be of service to the others, and I'd be more than happy to
Give me your pipe.
call it even.
That's a service. That's a great service. Well done.
Whoa,
I
sir.
mean, you can just like give me your pipe. I mean, we'll give it right back. I really like your pipe.
I'm afraid I cannot do
Listen, man.
it. It was given to me by my first wife
Can I roll a persuasion check?
for my voyages. You can.
Can I get advantage
but
if I flex?
Yes. but given the significance of this item to this character.
I'm just kidding, honestly. I don't even want that pipe.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, they're trying to ask you like, hey,
He won't
is
do
the
it.
other half, are the other like 16 people fucking dead, or like what's going on?
But that
And old
pipe.
man Marcus is trying to like be like, what's up? Like fucking put us to
There
work,
is-
man, if we want to help.
We could station some of you at Norstead Point to help if we were to extract the rest of the village from the city. But we would need people to. We have already set up ropes to the top of the point. We would need people to help them make their way down.
At this point, old lady Marjorie's gonna step forward and she's gonna be like, look, I'm trying to wrap my head around something. What does the Anne at the top of Norstead Point have to do with getting to the bottom? What is this teleportation thing you're talking about? Like, keep in mind, teleportation is not a common word.
Yeah.
You know, they don't talk
Okay.
about it in their fishing
Yeah.
village, you know, from day to day. So they're like, what are you talking about?
There seems to be some kind of doorway within the Anne that leads to the deeps, to a city in the deeps.
Magics. I knew it. I knew it all along. Damn it, sea
Got
devils.
that
I'm Master Marcus, and we've done our best to quell it all.
Shut up,
Buttercup
Marcus.
just kind of jumps for a second and stares at him. He goes
Okay.
back to writing.
Okay, yeah, fucking intimidating people.
So
Okay, so they're like, oh, so it is sea devils then.
Bruce
It
is.
is.
Sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
No.
Sorry, go on, go on, Bruce.
No, I'm sorry. So at this, Bruce is gonna kind of like nudge Dr. Victor Mutare.
Yeah.
He's gonna whisper to him and say,
Maybe they need to leave town, Doc. Because I don't know about that astral plane thing, but
Perhaps they do.
I think it's coming closer.
The doctor is basically, yeah, it's just. We would like everybody to leave the ice and travel to the nearest town. For your safety at this point, you would be better off on the road than you would here.
"Where is the nearest town?
Like 70 miles away. It's a dangerous
30
road.
miles away.
We could maybe take them, and then come back in a year."
You could. Honestly, there's nothing stopping you guys from just walking away from this and ending the campaign.
I know, right?
Done. Bye. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning
Thanks
in.
for
Nerd
joining,
Jam.
guys.
Yeah, right.
We'll do characters. We'll do a new story.
See you next week.
No. So a hush kind of falls over the town, and then one of the ladies is going to be like, "So, we just leave them?" And then Conrad's going to sort of step forward and he says, "Like, I do like the idea of my wife and daughter being in a safe place, but I would wish to stay behind to help if there's anything I can do."
If I'm being perfectly honest, at this moment, there is not much that can be done. But the best thing that you could do is get yourselves out of harm's way, so we're not having to also protect you while trying to save the others.
Blacksmith is gonna step forward and he says, like, "You can't be serious. You just want us to leave everything up to you, and there's nothing we can do? If you can do something about it, why can't we?"
Hey, bud. Can you flex like this?
I've already transformed in front of them all, so yeah, Victor's gonna like turn into Braxis. And
Yeah, we just
like
we hard flex on him real quick.
Yeah,
like,
basically.
Yo, who
can
the fuck are
fuck
you?
up all of
Are you a
Yeah.
level 6 adventurer, motherfucker? Like that's
Oh
why you
my
that's why you can't do
God.
shit.
like
So you
Pretty
guys
much,
are,
yeah.
are flexing on these people.
Victor
right?
turns
Who
into
are
a
saying,
monster.
Like, we don't want to leave our loved ones
Buttercup's
behind.
gonna just stab somebody and roll great.
Okay. Okay. So they say, look, we all saw you fight that shark, right? We know we can't fight the way that you can, but there must be something. Surely one of the hunters can bring the like a small group can escort, these people to the next town, but some of us want to stay behind to help.
Buttercup at this point just kind of lifts her head from the book and looks between Victor and Bruce and holds up her hands. She's unable to talk right now. They don't know that though. And so she just kind of glances back to where the entrance of the cave is, indicating, about the black sphere. And she's fucked up from it. So after that, she just sighs and sits down and starts writing and randomly staring off into space.
Wait, so what did you do? You stopped writing, and then you did what?
I was looking at Victor and Bruce as everybody was asking these questions, and she held up her hand, kind of shrugged her shoulders, like not really knowing what she could do, and it's not like she could voice anything. But she did look towards the entrance of the cave because outside was that black circle dome thing that was getting larger and larger, and that was something to be concerned about.
Keep in mind, y'all don't know if it's getting larger.
Bruce
You think it looks like it's getting
yeah,
larger.
Bruce suspects.
Bruce suspects.
Yeah.
So was it Eustace? Was it fucking Eustace that was like, "Hey, what can I do to help?" Or was it
So-
Jocelyn?
I mean, it's just like the crowd. It's men
Yeah,
and women
okay.
speaking up, essentially. So if you're trying to flex on the ladies too, you can fight better than these people can. There's no doubt about it. Basically, we're kind of having a serious moment in which the townspeople are like, look, some of us actually think it's a good idea to get the fuck out of here because we want the wife and kids
Yeah.
away. But now that we know Claudia is back and that the other people are still alive, we can't fucking just leave and leave these people here.
Bruce is gonna walk up to Eustace. He's gonna put an arm on his shoulder, and he's gonna point to Marjorie, and he's gonna say,
You see that girl? That's Mary. That's a good friend of mine. And over there, that's Jocelyn. I don't care if he has a girl's name. He's been around for a while. That's old man Marcus. He won't give me his goddamn pipe, but it's fine. Listen, these are my friends. You want to do a service. Help them get to the next town. Because that's what really matters. And you let Buttercup, Victor, Bruce Fantana, a weird fish lady, another weird fish lady, another weird fish lady, take care of all this.
You guys do want everyone to leave. Just so we're clear, right? That's what you're trying to
Yeah,
I think
persuade
so.
them to do.
Yeah, it's probably for the best.
Yes, we're trying to persuade them all to leave just because, honestly, having them out of harm's if they stay here, they're more likely to get killed and or mind controlled. I don't want to say mind. I'm not going to tell them that, but
Yeah, let's get these motherfuckers.
I'm
out
not
of here.
telling that in the second one. But I just don't want them to be here.
I don't want old man Marcus's pipe to leave, but it's fine. It needs to. You know?
Interesting. Okay. All right. I need both Eddie and Matt to make me a persuasion check because you're helping each other
Okay.
persuade them. Now, as this is happening, Savannah.
Yes.
12.
12.
Dun, dun, dun.
12 and
Oh, one sec.
I can imagine I have any persuasion. I don't.
Wow, 7.
7.
Uh,
They're gonna say, okay, here's the deal. We will
oh, damn it.
we will have some people leave this place, right? And others of us like cannot in good conscious leave, right?
Mhm.
So Savannah, as this conversation is happening, you kind of like look over at the top of your book, and like kind of go back to writing. And as you're like writing in this page, there's like a, and you find yourself in a very familiar place.
Oh shit.
Dun
You've
dun
been at this lake
dun.
before, and you hear a voice, and it says, "Well, long time no see. I see you're a rather active participant in this conversation. I was wondering if maybe there's something I could do about that." Now, Savannah, you can speak
Huh?
in this place.
She looks up at the Great Aven, and she is very conflicted because she doesn't want to tell Bird anything that involves certain plans around Meridia, but what she does is she steps up to the bird and just starts babbling. We went to this place. I don't know. We swam in the water, and then the water turned upside down, and then there was a tower, and she's not making any sort of sense. And her hands start shaking a little bit, and she takes a deep breath. She said, "My head hurts."
You say there's a tower inside that black bubble,
She nods her head yes.
and you've been there.
Once again, she's like, "Yes, I have."
Interesting. I would like to make an ally of you in particular. I'm very curious. What is it that you want? I would like a favor from you.
Kind of takes a step back and looks up at the avian and then down at herself. Why necessarily would you want me as an ally? I am not much of anything.
You may say that, but the evidence begs to differ. I have found you to be particularly effective. In fact, when I asked you to gather powerful allies, you were the one who arrived with your companions. I believe you have much to offer, and I enjoy your anonymity. You must want something.
Buttercup kind of fidgets a little bit. Obviously uncomfortable. Pulling at the collar of her neck, and not really feeling comfortable. And she looks up at the Aven and is just like, "What exactly are you offering? I am not understanding this, and if I am understanding it the way that I think, I I don't know."
Want your loyalty. And if I can't get your loyalty, I'll at least take a favor. But I'm willing to pay quite the price to do so. You need only ask, but I'm particularly interested, and I can't help but note your current situation. Take your time. Think on this. We can talk whenever you're ready.
She nods and she's like, "What would that favor be, or would that be for another time?"
Given you these stones, bring one to the tower inside. I'm curious.
Thinks about it. She's like, "Okay, so only thing is I did not grab a stone. Victor and Bruce did, but Bruce was an idiot and tossed it at you. Or would I get another one?
I'm sure they have a few to spare.
Nods her head and she's like, okay, we'll think about your offer.
Okay. And with that,
As there are some things that I'll have to figure out.
okay. All right. So with that, you're back again, kind of like looking at this conversation happening over this. And the townsfolk are basically telling Victor and Bruce, like, no, we don't want to just peace out and leave these people behind. But we do agree that it might be a good idea to get like some of the women and kids out here as this place continuously becomes increasingly dangerous.
Okay, it's a fair
I want to put this
compromise.
out there too, because this was kind of like an obscure thing that happened. But you guys have been able to safely communicate with air guys in the past. You
Yeah.
did it through the Pale Invaders. And you do have an object specifically for calling Pale Invaders to you. Or at least alerting them, thanks to Buttercup.
Should we talk to the Pale Invaders?
You don't have to. You don't have to. But I'm putting it out there as an option because
Yeah.
it was such an obscure detail that I was like, just in case y'all did forget, like here's a thing that you can do.
We can summon Pale Invaders?
You have one of their like alarm horns.
Oh, right.
Remember?
Okay.
Yeah. Buttercup stole it. The arrangement of that would have to be up to you. So yes, the townsfolk are telling you guys like, okay, like some of us can leave, some of us like want to stay and will stay and are willing to put ourselves at risk in order to do so. Is there anything else you guys want from these townsfolk? You've basically told them like, yeah, there's more people down. There's like a way to save them. They want to coordinate with you in whatever way emerges like that they can. But the group will probably shrink as some of these people leave to find safety.
Yeah.
Cool. Anything else y'all want to do here?
We're still.
Okay.
Side note,
Yes.
Bruce, those pants are still Meridia.
No, they're here. Or he brought. I'm pretty sure he brought them with him.
I think
Or
they're
he-
out, I think they're outside and he's like wearing a shirt. Oh, he doesn't have a shirt. He's just naked.
Yeah, loincloth.
He's just
Yeah, he's just, I had to go through that process again. He's just
No,
naked.
you're good.
Just naked.
So. Okay, so you guys are moving down to the what? Third floor now?
Yes, I guess we have to. Well, Buttercup's the one that knows where the pearl is.
Well, you guys all know where the pearl is now because
yeah, that's
Buttercup
right.
told
That's right.
Bruce,
Yeah.
who told the girls, and
That's
assumably Victor knows if everyone else knows.
We'll go fine.
Okay. So as you guys descend to the third floor, right? As you approach the girls, who are relieved to see you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Naturally.
Victor, you are going to notice a rattling in your pocket as
Okay.
the stones rapidly begin multiplying and just like dropping, spilling out of your pocket onto the floor.
Okay.
I'm going to very quickly.
You now have like 12 of these. Like they're fucking. Okay, so as you go upstairs, they're continuing to multiply,
Yeah.
and they're just going to scatter onto the ground.
Okay.
All right. So you exit.
Yeah.
Okay. So you exit. What are you doing once you exit this area?
Once I get outside, I'm gonna attempt to remove them all from my pocket.
Okay. Yeah, you just dump them on the ground.
Yeah.
All right. You dump all of them on the ground. It's like a small pile, which is kind of like rattling like this as it gradually like gets bigger and bigger. But it's just sort of sitting there for a minute.
Okay.
It's still like rattling as you walk inside again.
Okay.
Okay. So, returning, Dr. Victor. The girls are happy to see you. Bruce and Buttercup, make me a perception check.
Got it?
16.
Pretty good. Both of you note a dirty-looking teddy bear sort of sitting off to one of the side. Looks like the kids may have been down here.
Oh.
But as you return, What would you like to do?
Hey, Ashta, were there any kids down here with teddy bears?
Ah, yes, there were a few curious eyes.
Weird.
And she says, it was interesting. It's nice to see what your people are like.
Yeah, we're chill.
You are chill.
Mm-hmm.
She does kind of want to have a private conversation with Bruce at some point.
Well,
but
yeah,
what are you
he's
here
naked.
to do?
Of course, she wants to have a private conversation
Oh
with
my
Bruce. He's
God.
not wearing clothes.
Cloth or whatever, or is he just? Are we
Should we-
retconning the naked?
Should we take a break before we get to that?
You want to take a break? We can take a break if you like.
Yeah, it sounds
Yeah.
heavy.
Yeah, let me get some.
Yeah.
All right,
All
guys,
right,
we'll
we'll take a
be
break,
right
y'all.
back.
Thanks for joining. right, everybody, welcome back to Norstead Point. Great to have you with us. It's been a conversation-heavy session so far. Basically, what has happened is that you guys have agreed to make a deal with Meridia. Victor's going to hand over some of his research as well as a sample of his gene-altering serum. In addition to the orb from Alumea, in order to get these, or what's essentially like a gene version of Rings of Mind Shielding, that she says she can make faster than the rings themselves. So you have returned here to retrieve the orb.
Yeah.
And Victor noticed the rocks in his pocket multiplying as well, so he brought them outside. But mind you, Victor, they're just like clacking and like falling onto the ground the whole way up. Okay, so what would you like to do?
Did Ashta want to have a conversation with Bruce?
At some point, yeah, but not in front of everybody. It might be better to just wait till y'all like come back for the evening for that conversation to happen.
All right.
That's her thought process.
Should we take the stones to her, guys?
Would you like to?
Because conceivably, if we can take out Urgeist and then also take out the bird using a plane shift spell, lock him inside, we might have the ammo to take out both of these guys.
Yeah, that's true. Pit them against each other.
Yeah, we could also just tell Urgeist. Just be like, hey, let's get some brownie points because this guy wanted us to bring you some stones. Hunter is pleased.
What are you talking about?
I've wanted to make these two things fight for a while.
I'm gonna roll an insight check on my DM real quick.
Your DM likes this idea.
Yeah. What do you guys think? I mean, it's an option. We could either ingratiate ourselves with Urgeist, which kind of doesn't really matter, I guess.
I say we do the orb to Meridia.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and basically save the merfolk race and screw over everyone else.
Yeah.
Except for the humans. I mean, we can get the humans back, I guess, if we give her the orb.
Savannah has thoughts.
What you got?
So, while y'all are talking to the girls, first off, there's no way of y'all knowing that she has already spoke to the Great Haven, right? She's walking in circles and just scribbling in this book. However, can I roll a sleight of hand to pick up one of those rocks?
You're doing this right as Victor's like walking out?
No, he's back in. He left a trail.
Okay. So, yes, you don't need to roll. Well, I guess if you're trying to do it subtly, you don't need to roll unless someone's like trying to catch you, because you can just as easily like walk up the tunnel and get it. The thing is that once you like pick up one of these rocks, they look like regular mundane rocks. There's no like runes or anything on them.
Yeah.
But you know that like they're one of these like trails of rocks. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you pick up a rock. It's like one of the many along this little trail.
She just pockets it without saying it.
Okay.
And then goes back to aimlessly wandering around and writing. Then pausing every few seconds and staring off into space.
So you guys are grabbing the orb and heading back to Meridia? That's your plan?
Yeah.
Okay. She is going to take the orb and for the sake of brevity, she's going to take the orb. She's going to begin working on her projects. Did y'all want to make a scene out of giving it to her?
If you want to, for the sake of brevity, we skip that. We can, I guess, since I'll probably have to be working with her a little bit for the mutagens, right?
Maybe you guys should collab.
Yeah, so that maybe I could possibly learn a ring of mind shielding early. DM. The
Okay.
ring of mind shielding infusion early.
So if 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 you're wanting to collaborate with her or something, that would be like a long rest type of thing that you
Yeah.
could like spend your long rest doing that. She, I will say, it is extremely significant for her to have this orb back, and as she like receives it back, she's going to just like savor this moment in her hands, or just like kind of like facing towards this thing, but her face is expressionless as this
Okay.
happens, and she'll tell you like, very well, I will make good on my half of the bargain. I look
Alright.
forward to reading your notes.
Can I go up to Meridia?
Sure. Let me bump you guys over then. Whoop.
It's kind of an unnecessary moment, but
No, it's fine. What's up?
Bruce is going to ask her how well she studied the human anatomy.
He says, I'm actually quite familiar. Your kind has been a subject of great interest to me.
How does this flex compare to what you've seen so far, Meridia?
And then Bruce self-consciously is going to flex for her.
Self-consciously flex? I don't know why it would be self-conscious because you're fucking acing this flex, although she is blind and she cannot see your flex. Just like she never sees your flex.
I'll never learn.
So once again, you guys
awkward.
watch Bruce flexing in front of like this like old lady.
How does it compare to this?
Blank.
Can you feel it? Can you hear my muscles crack?
You are a fine specimen. I would love to cut you open someday.
What, hold on. What the fuck did you just say? Hold on.
The
Hold
match is
on.
gonna take the orb and like
Hold
slide
on.
with it in the ice.
Oh no. Oh god. Dog,
Okay.
she said she wants to cut me up, dog.
Okay. So, question is now that all that is done, what would you guys actually like to do? Would you like to try and make contact with air guys?
Yes.
Would you like to go back to the depths?
I think Ergeist, right?
Is that what y'all want? Oh, I didn't hear anything Eddie just said.
Oh, sorry. I just turned on push to talk.
Oh, you're good.
If we can make these mutagens, that would be good. I want those before we do anything with air guys.
Down.
Because
We're gonna wait on that.
yeah, I don't want my brain jacked. No mind taking.
That's understandable. That's understandable. He did not
Oh.
snatch your minds last time, but all three of you willingly let him completely into your minds, and you actually made a point of saying so.
Yeah, that's fine.
I will point out, y'all didn't know how bad he was at the time.
Bruce is gonna turn the teddy bear into a puppet.
You're gonna turn the teddy bear into a puppet?
Yeah.
Okay, you're just gonna like empty out the fluff.
Yeah, he's gonna turn into a little puppet, and
Oh god, that's kind of crazy.
he's gonna go to the kid. There's a kid, right? There's always a kid. At least one kid,
Children
right?
somewhere.
Yeah, and he's gonna do a little puppet show.
Okay.
Try,
Roll a performance check, Bruce.
He's gonna try to like make them feel at ease because they're probably not at ease.
Put those children at ease,
That's
Bruce.
a 16.
Wow, they are delighted, and in fact,
Hey.
several of the adults are also going to sort of like take note of this, and it's nice. It's nice for the community to see. You know, it's a good political move.
Hey, I'm a bear.
That's basically what he does.
Hey guys, do you know about drugs? Don't do them. Never do drugs, guys. I promise it's bad for you.
That's
Grown-ups
basically.
furrow their brow.
He's just a PSA.
Okay, so group plan. What would you like to do?
Do you guys want to try to fuck over Ergeist or talk to him? Well, you want to,
Okay.
Eddie, you want to do that thing. You want to wait first, right? Get the rings.
Let's get those mutagens so that none of us
Yeah.
get like mind controlled,
Yeah.
because that sounds awful.
While that's going on, Bruce tries to boost morale.
Okay. Okay.
And I will try and help Meridia if she'll let me to speed up the process.
So wait, you guys are doing your long rest right now in the middle of the day?
Yeah, I think so.
Because you can always.
Do half a project, then sleep.
You can always like do it tonight and get the same credit for it, but at least then you'll be recovering from something. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. If y'all want to take a long rest right now, we can. We'll just fast forward it to like nighttime.
Yeah.
So you guys are spending all day like basically like
We'll-
boosting morale.
We'll wait until Victor is satisfied.
I don't want. The air guys thing really makes me nervous, and if I'm being honest,
That's fair. Yeah. Let's get those
Like-
rings. We gave her a thing. We're doing a purpose. Like let's get those rings and then talk to him.
Thing is, there's no guarantee she's gonna make you guys everything you need after one long rest either.
Well,
that's why I was sort of trying to
Also,
help.
kind of what I'm hinting at.
Yeah. No. Yeah. We can wait.
Okay. So
Bruce is gonna put on
I
pants.
definitely don't want to go to the astral plane. Let's put it that way. Don't want to
Yeah.
go to the astral plane
until we
without
have
these rings.
Yeah, that's super fair.
Okay. So I'm going to say it's going to take about a day and a half to get you everything you need. Do y'all want to fast forward a day and a half?
Yeah.
Okay, so that puts us at like nighttime on the second day. Sound good?
Yeah. Perfect.
So, Dr. Victor, you have been collaborating with Meridia the past couple of days, or the past, past couple of days, and she finds you very astute. You are going to basically help her design like a genetic version. So all three of you guys, you're going to get your three mind shielding infusions. You can turn it on and off
Whoa.
at will.
Cool.
Okay, cool.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
I'm sorry. What was?
Oh, I'm sorry. So before we head to the astral plane, is Savannah's speech any better? I thought, was that temporary that she couldn't talk, or was that permanent?
It's long-term madness. It's a long time. It's a
Okay.
fucking long time. It's probably gonna be like the
10D
rest of the campaign.
10d10, right?
Okay.
Yeah, it's 10d10 like weeks, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it'll probably be the rest of the campaign unless she does something, but she has options. That's like something you can do in your spare time, Savannah, as like one of your character's projects.
Is Meridia a priestess?
Hmm?
Is Meridia a priestess?
She is not.
Oh.
She is like kind of like a scholar, actually.
So she does not have greater restoration.
Now, I want to put out there, it's worth like thinking about how the Timeless Daughters are gonna feel about the fact that you guys just handed this over to Meridia. Do they know yet? Would y'all tell them?
No.
Not.
Yeah, I don't want to add stress to their lives.
Okay. So you told them where to find it, and they haven't needed it, so they just haven't looked. So you guys kind of smuggle this to Meridia. You develop these. Okay. So now, if you like, you can go to the astral plane without directly tripping any radars. And Victor, since you had the highest intellect, you were like a hotspot, basically. You were the one who got the most attention. So you can now go there without tripping any radars. Is that what y'all want to do? Or would you prefer to go to the depths? These are basically like two things you could do.
We could rescue the people.
We could spend 70
try that.
days. 70 days doing that. Hunter's not pleased. Hunter does not want us to spend 70 days
I'm
shuttling
sorry.
people.
What would take 70 days?
Shuttling the people from one city to the next and then coming back.
Oh, no. From the
All
depths.
right.
Do
Yeah.
that. You could do that. It would. Oh man,
just leave and then like, all right,
everything
well,
would happen by then.
We can just say it happened, and then we're back.
Just come back to the
fast
conclusion
forward.
of everything that happened.
Yeah, we'll just have a bunch of projects
aftermath.
Yeah, the aftermath, basically.
80 pairs of sunglasses. So do we want to take the stones and try to fuck over Urgeist, or do we want to contact Urgeist and tell him what the avian wanted us to do? Is basically what that boils down to. Plus, we don't even really know unless Savannah writes it down. So that would be meta if we like contacted him and we're like, here's the thing.
So we can't really tell air guys anything. I mean, we could go try and
I guess that's not even an option unless Savannah tells you. Unless
we
you're wanting to talk to air guys, which is also a thing you can do. It just
that's
can't
true.
particularly be because you're trying to smuggle a stone that way.
Yeah, because we don't know about that. We could go to the depths and try and rescue everybody.
Ooh, let's do that.
I think that's what Hunter was hinting at was that we could go do that while
I didn't quite realize what that
I
I think I just
entailed.
realized that.
That's perfect.
Yeah, so like I'm pretty sure like as far as all your options go, you could talk to air guys. You guys have already talked to the Great Avian. You've already talked to Meridia. You could fight Master Pow. You could go to the depths and rescue everybody. And there's still a bunch of that place that y'all haven't explored yet.
That's true.
Let's rescue everyone.
You want to go to the depths?
Yeah, I think so.
All right,
Savvy?
let's go.
Savvy?
Are you okay to go to the depths?
For her sleep right now. I'll just say that.
Okay. So, you guys are going to once again ascend Norstead Point, travel into the ship, move through the altars. Oh shit, this is the altar actually. Wrong map. And come back here. Now, last time you guys were here, it was pretty high profile, and you very clearly left through this ice. Let me just bring everyone over here. I can't hear you, dude.
Do I have my Cloak of the Manta and Braxis form yet?
Yeah, we'll say you can work on that.
Okay, cool.
I want that to be an option for you.
Okay, so I guess I probably would have done that. So I guess I can be in Braxis form and be underwater right now?
Yes, you can.
Cool.
But
yeah.
your move speed underwater will basically be like, I guess it'll be 60 like everybody else because Manta gives you move speed. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll be Braxis instead of Cesarthic this time. So
less stealth, more tank.
Yes.
All right.
BK.
So last time you were all here, you did see the spell. There you go, Braxis. That everybody was suspended and singing in. You fled through this ice. And last time you were all here, they were kind of on high alert too. They seemed like they were nervous about something. Stole Meridia out of here and haven't been back since. It's been like, I guess, 3 days since Meridia vanished.
Something like that, I would think.
Okay.
Do we want to stealth or slowly pick them off?
I'm not super good at stealth in this form.
You've got invisibility, right?
Well, I mean, I do. I have it prepared, so yeah, I guess I could go ahead and cast invisibility and step through and take a look.
I can stealth.
So you're trying to just like assess the area outside?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. How about I use invisible on you, Matt, and you stealth out there so that you're not making any sounds either. All right, yeah, so I'll invisible Matt, I'll invisible Bruce.
Roll me a stealth check, Bruce.
How do you feel about a 22?
Boy.
Nice.
All right. Okay, so Bruce. This is actually kind of good because technically you should not be able to quite see into this right now.
Okay, can I, before I go out, can I take the horn?
Oh, shit. You want to bring the horn with you?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, something I will point out about the use of this horn is that this is an alarm, basically.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. If you blow this thing, you will
Everyone's gonna have
blow you'll blow your surprise essentially.
I gotcha.
But yes, so stepping outside, Bruce, you find this door is guarded. This door on the other side here is now locked, but it looks like a lot of the tension isn't quite what it was anymore. Meridia's gone. They don't know if she's coming back anytime soon, but they know that there's a possibility you may come through.
Okay. I'm gonna try to find the citizens.
Okay, the citizens are, to your knowledge, on the other side of this locked door. You have not interacted with the thing over here this way very much, and there's a path this way as well that you guys only partially went down.
I can't do locks. I'm gonna go back
Yeah.
and tell Buttercup and Braxis that I can't do locks, and say like, hey, maybe Buttercup can do some locks for us or something.
I think she has that. Let me double check her.
She does. The only thing would be how many invisibility spells can Braxis pull off?
One more.
Okay. And would interacting with an object remove her invisibility?
Either that
I
DM.
will say no, but given that you're trying to pick the lock
It'll alert.
and open the door right behind these things, there's a big fight waiting for you on the other side of this wall.
Gotcha.
Right? They're waiting. They're prepared for you guys to possibly come out, but they don't know if it's going to happen.
So if Bruce could conceivably go to like one corner of the temple, blow the horn, he'd still be invisible. He could like skulk around, and meanwhile Buttercup could maybe grab everyone.
You
Potentially,
could.
but do we know if there's any other boos in the room? Last time it was guarded by Marrow.
Do you know if there's any what's in the room? I'm sorry.
Bad guys.
Oh, in the room
Pale
beyond?
invaders and stuff. Yeah, because last time it was Pale Invaders and Marrow.
There were a good amount of
Like,
people in
kind
there
of
last time.
around.
What do you think, Eddie?
Um, well, we could always try and just start fighting and see what happens. Just kill a bunch, retreat, heal a little bit, and
Choke
pop
point?
back out. Yeah.
I'm down with that too.
Keep using this ice wall to our advantage since they can't pass through and we can't. We can fight one or two of them when it looks like we're about to get too crowded. Pop back through.
Yeah. Just kite him.
Yeah, kinda.
Oh, fuck it. Let's do it. I want to throw some blows.
Right? Same.
Okay, so what's our plan?
I think our plan is to maybe alert them if you guys want to do that, and then just start fucking killing them until we get into a pinch, and then go through the ice.
Remind you that the Great Avian told you if you want to teleport everybody out near the ice, that you could use one of the stones.
Oh, that's right.
We could put these guys on fresh land with no water around them, and then he would just like fizzle.
So
Flop around and
Yeah,
die.
we could do that. We could just take a stone to the people.
That's very true. But we have to get through that door, the locked door.
Yeah, it's gonna be Buttercup.
right beside this mob right here, that's just
So-
waiting for you to come through.
Yeah, so what if Bruce like goes over here to the side, he rings his whistle, everyone comes towards Bruce, Buttercup meanwhile picks the lock, puts the stone, teleports everyone out, and then Bruce gets the fuck out.
Okay.
I mean, that's something
Okay.
that's feasibly possible.
That is
when I
feasibly
land my
possible.
roll.
That is
How would
feasibly
you-
There's
possible.
also
So
the
you
chance
are.
that you're going to be overwhelmed.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
he is
he's-
also invisible.
Yeah, he's invisible. It's,
I can only do one invisibility spell at a time as well.
Ooh, okay.
concentration.
Remember, concentration, yeah.
Oh, that's a thing.
That's a
Wait, let me
big
see.
deal.
Wait.
I
Okay.
think that is the case.
So Bruce could definitely distract them while Buttercup, and it'll make it worthwhile to have stolen this fucking thing in the first place. Bruce will be invisible while I guess Buttercup stealths around, uninvisible. If
Yeah, concentration up to 1 hour.
if Savvy's willing to take that risk.
I mean, yeah, Buttercup can do that because I actually have really high rolls for stealth. I just don't know where my sleight of is it sleight of hand or lockpicks? Like I don't know. My character sheet.
To pick a lock, it's Thieves' Tools. It's a skill check. You have a button for it, I believe. Oh, maybe not. We need to make you a button for that.
What's interesting is a lot of modules will sometimes say dexterity, and then sometimes they're like sleight of hand, and then sometimes they're like thieves' tools. Yeah, the modules are extremely inconsistent.
That's really weird.
Looking
That's
at
like
you.
exactly what Thieves' Tools do.
Looking at you, Curse Estrad.
You actually have kind of an interesting opportunity to explore, given your extremely high stealth check and the fact that you're
Oh.
invisible.
Yeah, and this lasts for an hour.
Well, I guess I'll look around for an hour. See if
You want to do that? You have the option of doing that.
Sure.
Okay, let me make you guys able to see what Bruce can see then. Oh, all players. Okay, everyone can see what Bruce can see, right? You guys can see what he sees? Okay. So, Bruce, as you continue to explore this temple, you're going to come across like various pale invaders, and they seem to be sort of going about their business. Inside a lot of these rooms are like tables that have these stone tablets on them with sort of like this inscripted writing in them. And they seem to just be like kind of going about their business. They seem to be like doing some kind of research. It does seem very organized.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, just keep looking around, I guess. Not too interested in the stone tablets. I mean, can I like look over the shoulder and see what it says? Is it in common?
No, it's not.
Okay. It's Aquan. Is it Aquan?
It is abyssal, actually.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Do I at least recognize that it is abyssal, or am I just like, that's a weird language?
Roll me an intelligence check.
Okay. Three.
I'll say that you recognize it as not Aquan, but beyond that, you're kind of in the dark.
I think it's Elvish.
Is there anything that stands out when I'm over here?
While you're over here? Okay, so once you step out, you basically reach like the exterior of this temple. And you will note that the architecture here, which is sort of similar to like merfolk architecture, sort of abruptly ends as you reach this like kind of cave exterior. And you do come across this like path over here to your right, which seems to be fairly well guarded. None of them take notice of you, however.
Can I go through there?
Yeah, sure. We see.
How long has it been?
Oh, you're walking around or swimming around there. It's not going to take that long. Okay, yeah. No problem. So with a 22, you just sneak through there. So Bruce, as you step through, you are going to find what looks like a very important location.
Can I discern why? Just looks ominous, right?
You on this
Oh,
page?
look! It looks like the
It looks like a place of great import. And as you're sort of like exploring up this way, there are guards outside the hallway, but no one is really entering this area. And as you sort of step off, you kind of realize that this cave opens up to what's essentially like an open cliff here. You're not sure how far out in any direction it goes because beyond what your dark vision can see, there's like no ceiling in this exterior, right? It just kind of goes down. And you see before you what appear to be large tuning forks. And you get an ominous feeling.
Does any of this seem connected to Mawakawali from what I can glean?
Roll me an insight check at advantage.
dun, dun, dun.
18.
Good question. This doesn't look terribly far off from the sort of like temple situation that you had witnessed in like the summoning of Mawakawali, where there was like a set aside area that was like highly like sort of formal like this.
Mm-hmm.
But rather than a group of people singing, there appears to be large devices here for sort of like creating vibrations through the water.
Gotcha.
And given like the open nature of this area, it does feel like this area may be used to call something.
Okay. I'm gonna leave. Explore some more.
All right, you return to this room.
And I'm gonna go investigate the other side, I think.
Okay. So as you move north, you find a similarly guarded path. And again, it doesn't really seem like a whole lot of people are moving in and out at the moment, but it does seem well guarded.
Okay.
I'll say if you linger, very occasionally you might see a pale invader come and go.
Okay. Same sort of temple setup, like tuning forks and all that stuff.
You want to take a look?
Sure.
Okay. I'll roll one more check here. Oh, shit. Okay. All right. This time, you're led to a sort of off-limits area. Oh, shit. Sorry, you can't see. Give me 1 second.
It's all good.
Tis a lot of dog.
Copy and paste. Boop. There you are. So this time, it appears to be a more narrow tunnel system. And
Computer froze?
uh-oh.
Lee's computer has frozen.
Oh, dang. Okay. I'm sorry. We'll just
Give him
continue to
just a
move.
second.
Okay. We'll continue to move ahead since this is basically just a scene with Bruce that you guys are witnessing.
Okay.
And we'll fill him in. So Bruce, as you're walking through this hallway, I need you to make me a perception check.
19.
19.
Well, actually, do I have advantage on perception checks with my headband?
Ooh, I
did.
think you might.
Yeah,
You might.
20.
I don't know. 20. Okay, so Bruce, in the distance you hear like kind of a very distinct like humming, like and it sounds like it's coming from like a lot of people. But as you're moving down this hallway here, you are going to notice that this path here is sort of, even though it's not well lit, it's glistening. Hang on, give me 1 second. Right here behind you, because you've now passed it, with ice.
Gotcha. Oh, okay.
There's like a thin like sort of like spikes of ice kind of obscuring this path over this boulder.
Is there anything over here?
No, it's just like an empty room. It looks like it may have naturally formed.
Can I look at the ice and try to discern if it seems to be the effect of a plane shift spell?
Sure. Go ahead and roll me Arcana.
Uh,
Interesting. You can see that it's sort of
18.
18. Okay. It doesn't seem to be part of a plane shift spell. However, it's kind of unusual to see ice down here. And when you touch this ice, you're able to break it easily enough, which, like, as you do, kind of opens up this little path.
There's a pathway?
Yeah, it looks like you could squeeze in if you tried to.
I will squeeze.
Okay. As you squeeze through this sort of narrow path, you're going to see more little shards of ice, which you're able to easily enough, like, kind of break or climb around. And as you sort of proceed down this, like, kind of side trail, you're going to hear more like
Okay.
kind of coming around this way. You're going to see something which sort of makes you like sharply inhale
Okay.
as this like it sort of looks like a fish. It sort of looks like a pale invader, and it sort of looks like a person. And it's this thing that's sort of kind of laying there on its side, and it hums to itself. Here, actually, let me make sure I showed you guys this properly. And it's kind of
Whoa.
humming to itself, and as it hums, little shards of ice are sort of like forming around its lips and like floating up to the ceiling, or they occasionally like appear out of the ground beside it.
Does it seem chill?
As you're sort of looking at it, it doesn't really seem to. Well, of course, it doesn't notice you because you're invisible. But yes, it seems very. It's just kind of humming and like kind of aimlessly dragging itself in various directions. Maybe an insight check.
Okay. 22.
22. Wow. Okay. If this thing is intelligent, it's hard to say how intelligent it actually is. It appears to be trying to sing to some extent, but it's just sort of managing like this mumbling hum, which is forming ice
Can
in
I
its vicinity.
can I sing Ashta's song to it?
You want to sing Ashta's song to it?
Yeah, that won't kill my invisibility, correct?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
So you're going to sing to it?
Yeah.
All right. So you begin singing to this thing, right? And as you sing to it, it sort of like perks up, and then it's going to begin mirroring the song. And as it does, it suddenly like bursts with ice as ice encompasses it completely. And it seems to be like utterly frozen within this ice, which is now encapsulating it, effectively like destroying it.
Whoops. I just wanted to sing a fucking song. I just want to be like, hey, here's like we're singing together. This is fine. This is totally fine. And now it's dead.
So, well, okay, maybe destroying is the wrong word, but it's basically encased within this ice at this point. It's not like destroyed.
Okay.
But what you do see is
I thought it-
violent magical reaction that's explosive in nature. Like it just bursts with ice.
Does Bruce feel like he taught it a plane shift spell? Or that
Do you feel like you don't have to ask me? Do you feel like you taught it a plane shift spell? Are you asking if that's what's happening? Did it just like cast a plane shift?
like Bruce started singing the song and then ice started forming, so he's wondering if like maybe he has taught it some sort of spell.
The plane shift spell is different from just like the lullaby that she sings you guys to sort of like reassure you.
That's fair. Okay.
And you know this is just your lullaby, but I will say with your high insight that you have associated them singing with this like eruptive
The magic.
reaction.
Yeah, so song magic. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I'm gonna get the fuck out of there, I guess, and then go explore up here.
Okay. So again, you're gonna find like a relatively bare hallway. You are going to see this sort of like slimy trail which sort of goes back in your direction.
Oh, that's not good.
Not another cube, is it?
I'm going to avoid that trail as much as possible and like kind of walk around if I can.
This is not how I expected you guys to explore all this, but this is actually perfect. This is what makes invisibility so good. Okay, so as you're sort of moving through this hallway, right? You find that this hallway is mostly just like kind of a transition into this next area. And as you reach the end of this hallway, there's sort of this hole that leads down to another cliffside chamber.
Can I scope it out?
You hear humming coming from within. You want to poke your head inside?
Yeah.
All right, here's what you're able to see. Sorry, you guys aren't here.
Just more of those weird things.
So down, poking your head inside, you are able to see that this does seem to be where the source of singing is coming from. And there do seem to be tables that are sort of set up in here to study. But from where you are, it's hard to get a good look at anything other than just seeing that this is here.
Are those merfolk? Like stone, possibly timeless daughters?
You want to go get a look?
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you step into this room, you're going to see some weird shit. First off, if you look closely at this body next to you, it appears to be headless.
Oh.
And there's little shards of ice that are sort of like coming from the neck where the larynx is.
That's a problem.
And as you're kind of watching this like thing laying on the table, its finger like flicks like that, just twitches.
Okay. What about the other one?
Okay. Getting a look at the other one here. Let me actually show you what these things look like. Here you go.
Oh god.
You're not quite sure what you're looking at. It looks like some kind of weird mishmash of what might be a mer person, what might be a pale invader, and maybe what might be a human based on some of these like facial features that look a little bit different.
This is all Meridia's fault. So, I'm assuming to my right are a bunch of unnatural creatures that are also singing.
Yeah, all of these things are kind of humming. There's little bits of ice that occasionally like drift up, underwater. Occasionally there's like little bits of stone, like as some of them have accidentally, self-petrified a little bit. They don't seem particularly intelligent. They're all sort of just like kind of like dragging themselves along the ground.
What is over here? To the left.
So to the left, what you're looking at here is one of these which seems to have completely frozen itself, which is sort of what you just experienced firsthand.
And then over here, same shit.
This one seems to be petrified.
Okay. And these are more Meridia tablets.
These are tablets, but rather than being written in Aquan, they seem to be written in Abyssal.
I'm gonna try to grab them and then go back to Buttercup and Victor.
Okay. All right. So you grab these. I'm gonna need you. Actually, no. You still got your stuff. Let me roll one more of these. 2 for the other one. 10. God, that lucky duck. Okay. So you make your way back to the others easily enough. Let me put everyone back on this page.
Dun, dun,
Let me just
dun.
move you over. And you're able, I made those perception checks already, so you're able to slide into this ice right here. Now, are y'all wanting to have this conversation on the other, like right on the other side of this ice?
Maybe not. That
'Cause, like, keep
seems
in mind, like
seems
as
very
with your
very
experience with
helpful.
Meridia, like you can audibly hear things.
Oh yeah, let's like go here and whisper.
Your characters would know this.
Is Eddie back?
He is.
Okay, perfect. Good timing. Yeah, so I guess Bruce relays all that to them, and Bruce is gonna hand over the tablets in Abyssal. I don't know if Braxis can discern that, but maybe translate it.
I'll say that Braxis knows. He can sort of
What's that?
like instinctively read this.
The Abyssal?
The Abyssal. Yeah.
Eddie, your cam's not up.
I am trying to get it up.
He's loading it in
Is
there.
Streamlabs up?
So
No.
so Braxis, you can hear me clearly, right?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so Bruce Fantana has just come back. He's told you what he has found. He's essentially found like this chamber with these big tuning forks and another chamber with these weird kind of organic mishmashes of these different species, right? And he's handing you these tablets which are an abyssal. And looking at these tablets, it appears to be some sort of like research that's going on regarding these things, but it's hard to say particularly what they're doing. They appear to be like testing for the capacity of like for these things to like produce merfolk song, but how they're doing it is hard to say. It's very advanced. Very advanced.
Okay.
Very interesting.
What do you guys think?
Mm. Buttercup looks at the tablets, but she doesn't know what it means. She doesn't know Abyssal, so she just looks at it. It looks like a bunch of scribbles to her. She just goes back, kind of like meandering around.
As
Buttercup
I'm
doesn't
studying
think
it,
anything about that. Do you think anything about what you just heard from Bruce?
He thinks about it. But it's like trying to think about something and a million and one other things are going through your head at the same time. It's really hard. Like she catches like
Well, remember, you're still like mentally there. It's just hard for you to verbally speak because otherwise it would just be like completely disruptive to the gaming if you were just like unable to function.
yeah, okay. So she just kind of like it's this weird look on her face, like what the hell is he talking about? But then shrugs it off because you know what? I've seen some weird shit. Like there's been people like their everything out on a table. They sewed it back together. There's a giant bird. There's a giant like whatever air guy says. And then there's a giant crab. Like well, you know, I guess anything's possible now.
Dr. Victor, do you have any thoughts or opinions on this?
these experimentations are going to intrigue him because it basically makes him kind of worry about what he gave Meridia.
What you can gather, Victor, they're trying to make things that can sing.
Yeah. But with my stuff, with the implication, with my research and what they're trying to do, I may have just helped her like achieve her goal.
How does, just out of curiosity, how does Dr. Victor Mitari feel about like is he more on the neutral side of science, or is he more on the good side of science, where like we do clinical trials and then we figure it out, or like is he more like whatever we have to do to further science?
Well, it's more like whatever has to do to benefit mankind for science. Most of experimentation has been on himself, like firsthand.
Yeah. So maybe like a little bit neutral.
Yeah,
Okay.
But it's good because he is trying to protect mankind and make ways for humans to protect themselves.
Does Victor, when he thinks about like these experiments and stuff, think about himself? Just like, oh yeah, I could see myself like trying to make something that sings.
Nothing like that. No,
Well,
like this is
it's very specific.
You
yeah,
like
no,
relate to
like
this? You relate to
Okay.
this?
I guess I wouldn't try and impart this power on someone else unless they asked for it.
Yeah.
So I will point out that when you found Meridia's notes before, they were an Aquan, and when you're finding these now, they're an Abyssal.
It's different. So these aren't Meridia's
Yeah.
notes. So can Bruce
Similar
like
in nature to Meridia's notes.
can
They could
Bruce
be later notes after her transformation.
is
Go on,
Bruce
Bruce.
able to like figure out like suss out the handwriting and see if they appear to be the same as the Aquan text?
He has an accomplice. Ba-ba-ba.
Yes, you had already identified that it was not Aquan, so you know that like this is
But
this
like
is Abyssal.
handwriting.
Is the handwriting not Aquan? Is that what you're asking?
Oh no, does it look like Meridia's handwriting?
No, it does not look like Meridia's handwriting. That was kind of the point I was trying to make. Was these
Yeah,
don't seem to be
they're different.
in
Okay.
the same manner as Meridia's notes. However, the nature of the work isn't far from what Meridia was doing either.
Yeah. Okay.
So, you guys now know what's down the hall to the right. Y'all still don't really know what's up with this thing to the left. There's a big fight waiting for you on the other side of this ice. Although, if you can find a way in and get to those people, one of y'all can activate the stones and try and get yourselves out of there.
We could do that. I created a version, and Buttercup like, and maybe Braxis too, just like slinks in.
Yeah, we could try.
Yeah, because only one of us will be invisible, so I guess it has to be Bruce, and he has to
Y'all
like.
hear Eddie by chance?
Hmm. Yeah, I can't hear Eddie at all.
Forgot to hit my push to talk. Sorry.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. What were we saying, Eddie?
I was gonna say. I mean, I'm down to try and sneak in there with Buttercup.
Well, and if shit gets real, you guys are together, and then maybe Bruce can aggro everyone and slip out, and
That's true.
hopefully you guys don't have to deal with anything. But I'm down to try to do that plan if you want to.
Would it be possible for him to be able to use the stone on himself to transport himself out of that situation?
Yes, it will transport the one who uses it as well as everyone else.
So you guys just have to get there.
It's an escape rope.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Just double checking so that way Bruce has a way to be like deuces.
Oh yeah, I guess that's a good point. Bruce should definitely have a stone.
Yeah, I mean, if you
You do
want
have
to
a stone.
try to smuggle someone in there, if you can open that door and make a mad dash, you could, in theory, just like pour it out of there.
Yeah. So I guess the idea is Bruce goes like the other side ish. Roll 20 is taking forever. So Bruce will like go over here, I guess.
To make this easier on everyone's computers.
Yeah.
You have now explored this place.
Oh, nice, thanks. So Bruce is gonna go over here and blow his horn, I guess, or maybe like even over here. Yeah, Bruce is gonna like go over here, blow his horn, and try to like draw as many dudes over here as possible while he's still invisible. So I guess we should renew his invisibility too.
So you're trying to sort of get everyone's attention and bring them to this area here.
Yeah, if the rest of the party's cool with that, and then Victor can give Bruce a fresh invisibility, and he'll like sneak over there. He'll use the thing. He's still invisible, and then while everyone is congregating towards Bruce, theoretically, you guys could like sneak in there, unpick the lock, pick the lock, and then try to find everyone, use the stones, and get out. Push to talk.
Oh, I want to say that invisibility isn't necessarily broken by you making noise so much.
No, yeah. It's got to be like an action or attack or something. I have to interact with like a thing.
Stab something or punch something.
Yeah, so I mean, I can just like keep blowing this fucking thing.
So are we going in on this plan? Are we in agreement?
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay,
Savannah,
let's
Yeah.
fucking
let's do it.
go. All right. So, Bruce, you sneak your way back to about here, and then holding up this conch, you sort of like exhale into it, which really is just like shooting like a plume of water through it. But as it moves through, it makes this like vibration sound. And you see these creatures here all sort of like snap to attention as they're like suddenly very alarmed. And they're sort of like probing. And you see these two pale invaders kind of moving forward, holding like a hand up like this as they're kind of like feeling in this area because they don't quite see you. Meanwhile, back here, these creatures are going to move this way. And you guys on the other side of this ice kind of like see the silhouettes sort of like move this way in preparation.
So the sea creatures are, and the pale invaders are moving towards the gate. Or are they moving towards Bruce?
Moving to defend the hallway, this entrance of the hallway, this like choke point down here.
Gotcha. Okay. So that gives them time. Alright, guys. Good luck.
Now, that being said, there are pale invaders here, Bruce, who are sort of like holding a hand up, and they're on alert now. But everyone's attention is kind of at Bruce's location right now.
Alright,
Braxis and Buttercup, you see an opportunity.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
take it.
Yeah.
All right. So, Braxis and Buttercup, the two of you step outside the ice here. And as you do so, you see a pale invader with its like sort of accompanying marrow who are kind of back this way, and they both sort of start like as the two of you slide through the ice. The pale invader begins to flash colors, but it's not necessarily like seen by anything over here. Would you like to do anything during this instant?
Can Cup use her arrow at her towards the pale invader?
Yes, as long as you're within the short range of it.
I don't know how to tell that with this new thing, so...
What's the range on your bow?
I mean, it's probably...
That should be inside the short range for a bow.
Yeah,
That should be in, yeah, she's using a longbow.
Yeah, it's like minimum 80, I think.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll it.
So,
So you're trying to make a
awesome.
quick move
Can I
on this
cast-
elevator.
Yeah, can I put a hunter's mark on the pale invader and then do it?
You could, in fact, everyone go ahead and roll me.
Surprise round for
initiative.
Buttercup and us, aka assassinate someone.
That's true.
Going to treat that as. Were y'all sneaking when you came out, or did you just step out? I feel like you just stepped out,
They're
right?
sneaking. They're totally sneaking.
All right, we will say. All right, Bruce is up over there. Braxis, where's your initiative at? Oh, there it is. It's down there. Okay, perfect.
Oh, I forgot to.
All right, you have the jump on them. I will say they are surprised. They do see you, but they are surprised.
Yeah.
And you have the jump on
Who
them.
is it? Oh, can I just the
Bruce will
assassinate
do yours
button
at
then
the end
on
of
the
the scene.
pale invader?
Yes, if you want to assassinate one of them, go ahead and hit that button. Oof.
Holy
Which one is it?
shit.
Which one is it?
The pale invader.
Which
Holy
one do you murder?
shit.
So, So Braxis, you slide through the ice, and just as soon as you're seeing this, Commando Cup's already sort of like raised her bow, and with a like this like silent needle just like harpoons through the water, and like the flashing lights abruptly like stop.
Um, can I use my move speed? I believe I should make it there in one turn to attack the marrow.
Yeah, you're up next. Do you want to do anything else with your turn, Buttercup?
Um,
Again?
it,
She rolled 2 1s.
okay.
On the damage, she rolled 2 1s. And it's still 43. That's wild.
Braxis, what are you doing now? Push to talk, maybe.
I'm gonna rolling my attack damages.
Oh my god, I haven't seen Braxis fight in a minute, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're
Wow.
throwing one heavy punch on this marrow here. Are you throwing two? Oh, you're fifth
Two
level.
punches?
So you
Yeah,
get
so
the
two
extra
punches
attack, right?
and a acid
Holy fuck.
or poison spray rather.
25 fucking damage. Okay, so that will kill this marrow, which just sort of like, as you just like, so you Buttercup harpoons the Pale Invader, and Braxis just like soars down this hallway in like a long dive, and just smashes this marrow up against the wall.
Pukes poison in its face and kills it.
Pukes poison and it just obliterates. Okay, so you guys have successfully killed these two things without making much noise. Looking down this hallway, each of you can see this large blue, like, fleshy
Gross thing.
appendage, which is like sticking out here. All right, Bruce. Meanwhile, these Pale Invaders are sort of holding a hand up, and you are going to note that they seem to like have a better sense of where you might be than the eels in the marrow. These Pale Invaders are kind of probing for something here.
So I would assume that my detect thoughts would be like my guard would be up on that. If it's not, then it is.
Okay. In that
Okay.
case,
Yeah,
they
as
are
is
not.
ours.
They are not. They're holding a hand up and they're kind of probing, but they don't seem to like be able to find anything.
So Bruce is gonna go over here, and he's going to blow the horn again.
Okay. All right. Okay, Bruce. At this point, with this door being locked right here, these creatures are going to begin pouring out in this direction. Now on high alert, as they're trying to find the source of all this noise.
Okay.
These people are going to stay here. Okay. You are certainly getting their attention over here. At the end of the hallway, Buttercup and Braxis, each of you are going to note that these things actually remain here. They seem to be here for a very particular purpose. Now, what are you two doing back here? Anything else you want to do, Bruce, before we snap away from your scene?
Nope. I'm pure distraction.
Okay, what are y'all doing, Buttercup and Braxis?
Trying to stealth, and I guess I'll wait for Buttercup to pick the lock.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Buttercup, go ahead and roll me that check.
All right. What do I use to roll it?
This is going to be a
Dex plus
dexterity.
proficiency.
Yes.
Double proficiency? Does she have expertise on that?
If she
I don't
has
know
ex-
what she has expertise in.
If she has expertise, then yeah.
So I think it's if you have expertise in
Did
the
she
thieves
put it in
tool.
her skills?
It'd be six
or-
plus. It'd be 6 plus dex if she has expertise.
Buttercup, do you know?
I have no idea because I don't see it on the paper in here.
It'd be a
You
double
know
dot.
that she has.
Do you have 2 skills with expertise or just 1?
2.
Two.
Okay, yeah. So then it's just 3 plus dex.
What's your other skill that has expertise besides stealth? Is it sleight of hand?
I
Do you know?
I don't know.
Okay. We're going to treat this as a flat dex check with singular proficiency, and if you end up finding out later, we can give you that bonus.
Oh, I have a proficiency in dex.
Yeah, you'll be proficient in this at least. You just may not be an expert. Go ahead and roll me a dex check with proficiency.
Sorry, my thing was going crazy. I think somebody was looking at my. Alright, so I roll. Just hit the dex button.
Natural 20. Buttercup silently opens the lock. Makes no noise whatsoever in doing this.
Nice. Okay.
Very nice.
Braxis.
Um,
What do you
I would like to stealthily try and open the door.
Okay. So you open the door, right? And as the door sort of like kind of swings open, these pale invaders here are all going to kind of tense. And seeing inside, you can see that they're like kind of waiting to see who comes through this door here.
Silently point them out to Buttercup to see if maybe she can try and uh, kill one of them before we assassinate one of them.
I will say, with you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
opening the door right in front of them and all of them facing the door defensively, they won't be surprised if they see you, but it will be the first round of combat with them.
I can do the Gloomstalker assassinate. Just hit the assassinate button.
You won't be able to
No,
hit the
assassinate.
assassinate button, but you'll be able to drop a bunch of damage.
Okay. So, Buttercup, after Braxis points it out to her, she's going to see that there's this pale invader right there. And she's gonna. Hold on, let me see here. Do that.
You'll be able to use your sneak attack because you have advantage on the first round if they haven't acted, and you're basically initiating action.
Okay, so wait, what did you just say?
You get sneak attack damage, Gloomstalker, and you can roll at advantage.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so I can do sneak attack,
All right, let's see.
Stalker.
And then roll
Roll
it.
it.
Attack.
Roll your hit first, just to see if you hit them. Which you should if you have advantage.
Jeez.
That'll hit.
You gonna roll again?
Do I hit roll again for the longbow?
For advantage.
She took archery. I forgot she took archery. That's crazy.
Okay, so I hit longbow for advantage again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
it's
have
just-
advantage, so go ahead and hit it again.
Okay. Wow. All right. So you're dropping 15, 25 damage. All right. On this one here.
Unless you want to count the 24 with the 2 extra damage.
No. On advantage is the higher one. So, Buttercup pokes her head in, and a pale invader dies. which is going to alarm these other ones right here. Braxis, what would you like to do, sir?
I'm going to go ahead and probably make my move and charge in and do my temporary shields first.
Ooh, what is that?
So, my guardian form, I get that temporary hit points.
Okay. Keep in mind, you've tussled with these pale invaders before, and they don't necessarily use AC. Your character would know this, even though AC is kind of a meta concept. So you're charging in here, and what would you like to do? Are you taking
I'm
out
going to
this?
go ahead and punch the first pale invader I come across.
All right, go for it. God damn, dude. All right, so you are throwing. You have extra attack, right? Artificers get extra attack.
Yeah, I
Or
do.
armor, maybe.
Yeah,
Okay.
armor does.
Perfect. Both of those are going to hit 20 damage. And a con save. With a 10. What's your DC? 15. Okay. So what is that? 24 damage?
24.
Alright, this thing is at the very brink of death. But it is still alive. Alright, Bruce,
Barely.
what are you doing back here, sir?
So, would I have heard anything at this point to suggest that my friends are in combat? Probably not, right?
Probably not. No, not all the way over here.
Okay. Are the Pale Invaders and the Merfolk following me?
Yes,
as
they're
I'm,
they're
blowing
like
the whistle?
converging, but they can't find anything
Okay.
because they don't feel you and they don't see you.
Yeah, so I guess I just like move a little bit deeper in, blow my horn.
Let me roll that for a second. Here, you know what? Let me just roll it out in here, just for the sake of this. As well, wisdom. You still sit on top of that 22. All right. They have not yet met the DC, but you're walking around like blowing this horn, right?
Yeah.
Where's it this time?
Right about here-ish, so that maybe the Pale Invaders that are over here will...
Okay, at this point, they're very alarmed because this is happening like right in front of them, right? And it's you're going to see it sort of like
Oh yeah, so I guess like kind
startles
of
them.
over here around the corner, and then hope that they like fall out to this choke point.
They are definitely going to kind of converge on this spot as they hear these like pretty close horn blasts, right?
Okay.
They're going to move this way. These eels, and one is going to stay behind actually. And so they're all kind of converging this way. Is there anything else you want to do?
That's what Bruce is doing.
Okay.
Make it easy for the friends.
All right. Be careful, man.
Yeah, right.
All right. So, meanwhile, Buttercup and Braxis, I need y'all to roll me initiative one more time. Guys went first, I believe.
Wow, we still go first with 13s.
Well, hang on. I actually had y'all roll prematurely. The rest of them need to go, but they're all basically going after you. So, the first up is this Pale Invader over here, who's going to swim over to Braxis, Thought Spike you. I need you to roll me a Wisdom save. And it is going to attempt to grapple you as well. But they are physically weak. How's that Wiz save looking? Ooh, 4? Okay. So, oh wow, 2 4s. Okay. So, you are now grappled as this thing like clings to you. So I guess it doesn't really matter that your movement's reduced, but you have 5 damage as well. Alright? This Pale Invader here is going to attempt to grapple you as well. It's going to do it at advantage because you're sitting here grappled already. So you are now grappled by these two. This last Pale Invader is going to Thought Spike you. And these two Marrow are going to attempt to poke you. But it looks like both of their spears just sort of snag in your fur, Braxis. That thick hide. Thick boy. Alright, so they don't harm you. How's your Wisdom save looking for that extra 6? 6, okay, so you're going to take an additional 6 damage. But that's it for this round.
Most of that was absorbed. All of the damage I took, that was, except for 5, is absorbed by my temporary HP.
Dude, there you go. Okay, cool. Well done. So you took the brunt of that. And I'm going to have them re-roll. Oh, actually, this one here that you've nearly killed is going to disengage and sort of move to the corner over here.
You mean the one that just grappled me?
No. This one... Oh, wait, that was the one that just grappled.
Yes, it was. It
Holy
just
shit.
grappled me.
Okay, that one is not going to grapple you. I'm sorry, I had misclicked. I thought that was a different one. If it's that harmed, it is going to try and get the fuck away from you instead. So you're only grappled by one. Sound good?
Okay.
Alright. So from the top, Bruce will have you... let me see. That was one round of combat. Yeah, sure. What would you like to do, Bruce?
Bruce is gonna move right here.
Alright, I want to remind you... Shit, I'm sorry. This is locked at the moment. This door. So you're moving up to the front of it, like right here?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't have to go that way.
That's a problem.
Yeah, you didn't know that was the case.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I would like to move. Doesn't really matter, I guess.
Was your plan contingent upon that being open?
A little bit.
I'm sorry about that.
That's okay.
That's my fault.
No, it's my fault. So I'm gonna move like right here, and then end my turn.
Okay, so you're gonna try and sneak past them right here?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll have them do it in chat again. I'm getting nervous. Here we go.
Oh
A
shit!
natural 20.
Wow.
Okay, let's fucking do this.
Let's do it.
Alright,
All right.
Bruce.
All right.
As you are sliding past one of these, you're going to one of them is just gonna barely brush against you, and it gets their attention, and it's going to immediately begin flashing colors. Right?
Okay.
And neither of them can feel you, but both of them know that there's something invisible here.
Gotcha.
And as soon as this starts flashing colors, as these two over here, across the way, this one's going to begin flashing colors, and almost instantaneously the knowledge is passed around between these creatures as they're flashing and basically broadcasting.
Okay.
They are now looking for an invisible foe, and they are going to attempt at disadvantage to grapple into this space. Can you roll me a grapple check? Wow, double 21s. Holy fuck.
Acrobatics, right?
In my game, I rule that acrobatics can be used to escape, but the initial grapple check is athletics to athletics.
Oh. Okay.
That way rogues have one turn of being caught before they inevitably get the hell out of there. Keep in mind, you still have inspiration.
15.
15. You gonna sit on it? Oh, okay.
19.
Alright. So one of them whiffs it, right? The other catches you. Full force, Bruce. What reveals invisibility? Eddie.
You have to attack.
Looking it up.
It's like an action that affects another creature, basically.
Yeah. The spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell.
Alright, so there's this very bizarre scene of this thing just being wrenched around in midair on this invisible target. But Bruce, you are now grappled by this thing. And they're going to roll initiative here. Just gonna roll for all three of those. Okay. Alright. Meanwhile, back here, Buttercup and Baraxis. Let me see. This Marrow and this Pale Invader are going to attempt to attack you one more time, Baraxis. Can I get a whiz save out of you, please? Might be faster just to roll these on your end. Find out what your modifier is. Okay. You're going to take 4 damage from that spear, but you do not take any damage at all from the Thought Spike. And you and Buttercup are each up.
Right, so what Buttercup is going to do is he is now going to step through the door, right? Sees the situation Braxis is in, and so she's going to aim at this one right here, and cast Hunter's Mark, and then use her longbow again.
Okay.
That one.
Okay, go ahead.
And then
Who all has stones on their person right now?
everybody, if
Everybody?
will not practice.
I mean,
No, I don't.
yeah, conceivably. I mean, Bruce was trying to avoid having them.
Sorry, you cut out a little bit there. Bruce was trying to what?
Avoid having them at one point, but the whole idea was we were supposed to come down here with them, so I guess Bruce has one.
Down here to use them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you guys all bring them?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to acid splash that one that's running away that I was almost killed. And I'm gonna punch another one on me. Man, those are some bad attack rolls.
Acid Splash 13. What's your DC? DC
15.
Dex, yeah, no, that thing's done. Okay. So it just, that globule just shoots through the water, kills this one in the corner.
How far away is that one next to it?
Let's see. Like
Oh,
12.
okay, damn.
It's a ways away.
Yeah.
Alright, you're punching the one next to you?
I was trying to punch the one next to me, but yeah.
Unfortunately, it does not hit. So you're dealing with these right here. Alright. Okay, Buttercup, what are you doing? You said you were firing your longbow? Did I miss that? I think you did, yeah.
You did.
6.
Or I went before Eddie did.
4,
Okay.
6, and then does she get anything else on that?
That's her sneak attack. You can use a
I think-
bonus action to
That's
move
her
your
hunter's
hunter's mark. That's her hunter's mark? You
Yeah.
get sneak attack because he's right here next to it.
Oh. Okay, so I get sneak attack damage?
Yes.
I was not aware of that.
8.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so we're looking at 18 damage. Okay, those are some hefty hits. It is looking very severely wounded. It's in a bad way, but it's not quite dead yet. After you guys go, this marrow is going to attempt to spear Braxis once again.
Wow.
Or this is the other one, rather. For 5 damage, Braxis. And this last Pale Invader, which is now grappled, is going to actually ungrapple you and attempt to flee down this hall, provoking an attack of opportunity if you so wish.
Nice.
Oh.
Don't
So-
run!
So as it tries to run, Braxis, you brain this thing, which just knocks it out of the water, unconscious onto the... Or not unconscious, but just fucking dead.
Just paunch.
Damn, okay. Alright, there goes that. It's now these 2 Marrow and this 1 Pale Invader here. This last Pale Invader... Actually, I think I already thought spiked you, so there's nothing... That's gonna be it for this turn.
I think that's both Marrows that have done something.
Yeah, both Marrows speared at you.
And then yeah, that Pale Invader tried to thought spike me. Yeah.
Alright, now back to Bruce. Let's see, did I already roll for these things? Spindly Horror. Oh, I got a 7. Okay. Alright, Bruce.
So,
Did you already roll initiative again?
I did not.
Probably gonna be before this thing, because it rolled a 7. Oh my god, okay. Okay, alright. Okay, Bruce. You are currently grappled. These things cannot necessarily see you, but they can see that like these tentacles are wrapped around something like in space here. At this point, you could use an acrobatics check to conceivably attempt to escape from this.
I believe I'll do that.
Alright, I'm gonna roll a grapple. 16.
Fuck.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oof. Okay. Okay.
So I'm still grappled, but I can still attack, right?
You
But that
can
will end
still
your
attack.
invisibility.
It'll end your invisibility if you do. Okay, what can you do? What options do you have?
There are 4 creatures nearby.
Yes, there are other creatures here, and they're all looking for something invisible. There's like a whole like mob that's like kind of convening at this point.
Could I conceivably? So I'm already in water form, right? So I got a swim speed,
Yes, you have a very fast swim speed.
but I'm grappled, so my speed is 0, correct?
Correct.
Wait, no, wait, grappled? Does that reduce his speed to 0?
Yes. That's what the grapple condition does. Sets your speed to 0. Doesn't do anything else.
Could I conceivably try to use Step of the Wind to jump and give myself advantage on that grapple check? Well, I guess I already.
Yes.
I mean, I
Yes,
guess I.
you could burn a key, use Step of the Wind to give yourself advantage on that acrobatics.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it technically rolled it twice before, but I get to roll it again.
You only rolled once for your
I only rolled
acrobatic.
once. I only see one roll.
Oh yeah, true. Okay.
The Pale Invader rolled twice.
Yeah.
It's gonna burn you a key, but yes.
Ooh, my acrobatics is a fucking 8.
What
Are you
the hell?
serious?
Oh,
2
fuck.
3s. Cool.
Okay.
We'll have inspiration.
No, we used it already.
Not inspiration. Yeah, so my +8 does nothing. And I try to use Step of the Wind, and I guess it just holds me in place. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. I want Buttercup and Braxis to roll me insight checks. Fucking Buttercup, Jesus. Braxis. That's good enough. Okay. The plan was for Bruce to go blow the horn and then come back. You guys know that this end right here is fortified. Bruce has not yet returned, but you've heard the horn go off 3 times at this point. I'm going to say that it occurs to you guys
He's in trouble.
that something's holding him up, but you don't know what.
So I can still attack, right?
Yes, you can still attack.
Fuck these motherfuckers. I'm attacking the Pale Invader right on me that's got me grappled.
Okay. If you want to burn a key again, that'll give you your 2 attacks as per
Yeah.
our house rule.
Hit him once. 24 to hit. 6 damage.
Okay, that'll hit.
I'm gonna use my multi-attack. 14 to hit.
14 to hit. That will not quite hit.
Okay. Bonus. 26.
Sure.
And then
14 damage.
I'm gonna try to knock him into one of the Pale Invaders. This Pale Invader.
Holy fuck!
Nice.
Forced movement breaks grapples. I forgot about this.
Yeah.
All right.
So
It's a strength save.
it's a strength save. Against DC 14, I believe. Let me double
Let's
check.
see. Let's see what happens.
Fuck.
Does not
This
send him flying.
fucking Pale Invader.
Yes.
Fuck this guy. But on my second hit, I also get the opportunity to knock him back as well. Right? Is that how that works?
The opportunity to what? I'm sorry.
So on both of my hits, I can possibly knock him back because I use Flurry, right? So it would be either hit, so he'd have to roll again.
It's your flurry of blows hits.
Yeah.
You still have one more up, I believe, is what he was getting at.
Okay. Sure, I'll roll one more. We'll see. So this is your second one?
Yeah.
All right. Better hope this does it, man. Oh my god, dude.
Tight.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're sending it which way? This way?
I'm sending him here to the southernmost Pale Invader. And as he barrels towards him, I'm going to punch him one more time with an opportunity attack.
Roll it.
And that gives me, I believe, 24 to hit, 9 damage.
Oh my god. Okay, this thing is
Send a corpse flying at it.
Fuck this thing.
5. Roll me a d6 for momentum damage. So it's in the flying.
Do you send this fly? Is
5.
it a corpse
Okay.
that's flying at
Gonna
it?
kill it.
Nice.
That is going to kill this one and deal. Oh shit, wrong one. And deal 5 damage to the one that is currently red.
Tight. Yeah, fuck him.
Okay, now you have your movement, but you need to get the fuck out of
Yeah,
there.
right. Run.
Run, Forrest.
Is this door open? The one over here?
That
The,
south one is
the
already
north
clear.
and south doors are open. The central door is not.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to go through this door. Then I should have another 15 feet of movement, I believe. From this point.
Let me think. You've used your action and your bonus action. You should have a total of 60 swim speed.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, in that case...
They are looking for something invisible, but only outside this room.
So that should put me to about here. No longer invisible. I move like a motherfucker. Fuck that piece of shit for holding on to me.
Right? Jeez.
And he's dead as fuck. And yeah, I think I'm good.
Holy fuck. Okay. Okay. Now. So. Buttercup and Braxis. Both of you know Bruce is... Something is holding Bruce up. Are you going to proceed ahead? Carry out the plan?
Proceed.
Well, we need to kill these these things in here
Mm-hmm.
anyway.
That's true. All right. Actually, where's our turn order? Fucking Bruce. Okay.
Fucking Bruce.
Okay. Let me re-roll their initiative real quick. Braxis and Buttercup, go ahead and re-roll if you haven't done so.
We haven't even taken our turns with this initiative yet.
Yeah.
I have
Okay. Perfect.
3
perfect,
key
perfect.
points.
We,
I'm
yeah,
alright.
so we're like, yeah, we have to take our turns. We haven't even.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna leave it where it's currently at then, because without being reorganized, it's in order right now from whatever it was.
Should we
So
take
you guys go before these.
Should we take a quick break before we move on?
Would you like to? Yeah.
It's probably a good idea. All right, guys, we'll be
Sure.
back in a minute. Hopefully we don't
Thanks for
die.
joining us.
Yeah, well, bye. we're back.
All right, welcome everyone back to Norstead Point. We are dealing with a bit of a crisis as your plan to sneak in and rescue the people abruptly went awry as Bruce was grappled. He had managed to free himself just now and is making a mad dash back as Buttercup and Braxis fight their way towards the inner chamber where all of the civilians are currently being held. We are starting the turn with Buttercup and Braxis as you proceed inward. What would you like to do?
Okay, so what Buttercup is going to do, let me check my measurements here. Oh, I'm fine. So she's going to kind of step a little bit further in and take aim at Smarrow right there. And cast Hunter's Mark and use her longbow.
Or move Hunter's Mark.
Move it from the person who just died.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But do I need to hit it again or no?
I didn't see your roll.
It was all the way up there. Hold on.
Oh, you already rolled it.
I was
Ooh.
all the way up when I did the attack on the one that's dead.
Oh, so no, you just have to.
No. That was last turn, right?
Yeah, that was last turn. If you want to make a new attack, then you just roll
Yeah,
Hunter's Mark damage.
fresh turn.
Man. You do it per attack.
Okay. So move Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
Then use my longbow.
Ooh, that actually is going to shoot. Wait, doesn't? Let me check that real quick. Oh no, I guess it doesn't. Okay. So that actually will hit. Dealing that.
Did you get sneak attack damage too?
It does have sneak attack because of your proximity.
Oof, low
13,
roll.
16 damage. Okay, so that doesn't quite do it. This thing is going to sort of bleed like brackish blood into the water here. 16. It is injured, but it is not out. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
I don't think there's anything else you really can do. Or then move up a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, you can move up if you wanted to.
Closer to Braxis. The backup.
Okay. Yeah, you still have your atmospheric too if you ever think of something you want to do with that. Braxis, you're up next. What would you like to do?
So I'm gonna go ahead and do the thing with my temporary HP.
Tank up again? Does that cost like a bonus action or something? Remind me what
I
that
think
is.
so. Yeah, I get like a temporary HP equal to my artificer level.
Nice. Okay. Cool. All right. What else?
I'm going to punch the one in front of me with the first attack.
The one that she attacked.
The
Or-
one directly south of me, I guess.
Gotcha.
The one that she didn't attack, and I'm gonna hit it with that crit.
You're gonna punch it pretty hard. That's gonna be 11 plus 8 for a whopping 19 damage, pushing it to the very brink of death.
I'm gonna punch the one next to me with the second attack.
That will actually kill that one, sort of causing it to just like burst into water and blood, where it just dissipates.
Meanwhile, the other pale invader in
I'll
there
poison
is
spray
like,
the other marrow right in front of me to try and finish it off.
You're not able to do the poison spray because you tanked up, right? You said it was a bonus action?
Right. Yeah. You're right, my bad.
Okay, perfect, yeah. So this marrow here is like, holy shit. This pale invader over here is going to turn
Did that marrow run away from me?
and swim inward. Yes, this marrow did try and flee.
Die.
Did it hit? All right.
19.
Okay, that one's going to die as well then. As it tried to retreat. Wait,
It didn't disengage.
Did it go that turn? It went before you guys or
It
after?
went after us.
But you just went, right? Oh shit. So it actually
Yeah.
has not even moved yet. It's just right here. I must have accidentally moved it.
I thought you were moving it as like oh yeah, it's running away from us. I'm like, cool, I'm gonna punch
Oh,
it.
no, yeah. I was like, wait a minute, did it even do anything? Okay, so this last pale invader who is here is going to turn and swim into this next room over here. Okay. You guys are going to lose sight of it as it ducks around the corner. All right. Let's cut back to Bruce, who is currently on the run invisibly. No, you're not invisible anymore because you fucking punched him. Holy shit. Okay. So Bruce is making the mad dash back to us, right? What's your plan, Bruce? Oh, you're muted right now.
Whoops. My movement speed is 60, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
60 speed.
Okay, so let's see what that does. I would say.
Don't forget there's that big old beasties over there.
Keep in mind that Step of the Wind lets you take the dash action as a bonus action as well.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
If you're willing to try and tank some hits, just watch out for this eel right here.
Yeah, so that's 120 right there, and I can do that
Okay.
with Step of the Wind, right?
Yes, and that would leave you free with a bonus action.
Right.
But the horror and the eel are each going to take a crack at you if you do this.
That's fine.
Okay.
All right. Bruce is going to do that.
1 and
Bruce is going to
2.
haul ass. 2-ish, I believe.
Fuck.
Oh
Okay.
shit.
What's your AC?
18.
18. Wow. Okay, so the eel actually does not hit you. But as you're swimming past, you're going to take a whopping 18 damage as one of these like noxious spines just like stab into your shoulder.
Yeah, it could be worse.
All right, the fucking mob is behind you.
Yeah.
Right.
Let me move everybody up here. That's about it there.
So I guess as that happens, Bruce says, "Ayo."
Ew.
I try to alert the homies. No, so actually, can I use prestidigitation as a bonus action?
Prestidigitation?
Yeah,
Bard.
Yes.
it's a cantrip.
Yes. You can.
So I'm gonna make a noise that is, "Aruga," and try to alert my friends. That's
Okay.
Actually,
So-
yeah, that's the hawk.
Oh, you want to do the hawk instead?
Hawk
Okay,
noise.
so I think you may have used this trick once before. Where you gain the ability to actually produce this hawk noise for yourself. Or maybe
Right.
Victor made you a music box or something like
I
that.
made him a stone that'll let him do it. Yeah.
That's what it was. Okay. Wow, shit. If you have a stone that does it, I'll let you do that as an atmospheric.
Okay.
'Cause you don't have to.
Yeah. You got your hawk noise. Got your hawk stone.
Okay.
So
Make me a perception check, Buttercup and Braxis.
can I also expend my penultimate key point to patient defense?
Yes. Okay. All right. Shit.
Tight. So that gives me one left.
Whoa. Okay. Okay.
One more key.
All right. Okay. Yeah, everybody here is moving up. I can move the other ones up already. All right. Buttercup and Braxis, did you hear it?
You roll.
I rolled a 15.
Yeah, I'll say 15 is close enough because Bruce actually is only. Oh, actually, Bruce is pretty far. Yeah, I don't know that you would necessarily hear that. You know Bruce is coming. Or no, you don't know Bruce is coming. You know that Bruce is delayed. But that's about it. Bruce, at this point, as these things sort of like all turn around, they are going to see this like corpse that's like of this pale invader that's just sitting in the hallway down here.
Yeah.
And Yeah, they're fucking alert. Okay, so Buttercup and Braxis, what are we doing down here?
Finish the
Oh,
plan with
haven't
Oh,
we
the
this
moved it?
Marrow. This Marrow.
yeah.
God. He's on the brink of death. He is going to disengage and try to swim into the next room.
Prompting an attack of opportunity.
Disengaged.
No, he
No.
disengaged. Alright, yeah, you're going to see him like just stuck behind this corner. And that's it. What would you like to do?
Do we go in there with the stone and with the stones and try and get the people?
Do it. Yeah, I'm fine.
Bruce is booking
Don't-
it.
Don't worry about Bruce.
Because the stones will teleport us too.
Yeah, I've got patient defense going.
I don't think anybody's placed any stones anywhere down here, have you?
Not
You
yet.
don't have them on your person?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna place them around these people. Well, I wasn't sure how they worked. I was like, I thought we just had to get the stone close to these people.
Yeah, they just asked you to like just drop them in various places down here. But he did tell you, or she told you, that if you use one of these stones, it will have that effect for you. Okay,
Bruce can drop a stone where he's at.
so Bruce, this door is ajar right here. There's a corpse down here.
Mhm.
Braxis and Buttercup, what are y'all doing?
You just said it's a door. It's not a jar.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I couldn't help the dad joke. Anyway,
Roll initiative if you guys haven't done so already, by the way. And what are y'all doing?
Bruce first.
Bruce first.
Actually, reroll initiative 2. Oh my god. You're so lucky. Okay. Alright, sure. Who's up first?
Bruce.
it looks like Bruce at 29.
29? Okay. Bruce.
Yeah, Bruce is gonna like move back here.
So you're gonna slide through the ice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we see him run through the ice behind
Yeah,
us?
he's gonna like blow the horn as he does it.
Keep in mind, this door right here is ajar.
That's fine.
Okay. Holy fuck. Okay.
So we know about
So
that.
Bruce is inside the ice. Are you gonna basically like just return safely, Bruce?
Yeah.
Oh my god, okay. Okay, I'm gonna take you out of combat. Oh shit, I can't take you out of combat. There we go. Alright. So, Buttercup and Braxis, what would you like to do? Keep in mind, you guys don't know that there's like a horde following Bruce.
We have a general idea because
How would you have an idea? Well, actually, okay, so you heard Bruce blowing the horn.
Yeah.
And then like I guess Bruce like kind of made a noise or something, you said, Bruce, to acknowledge that like you were back behind the ice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bruce blew the horn and Bruce informed you he's behind the ice now. But that's about as much as you know.
But you
Well-
guys don't have anyone in front of you, so you could conceivably go rescue
Yeah.
everyone, get out.
Drop a bunch of stones in there. That's true.
Yeah. And
All right.
if it works the way it's supposed to work, you guys should be fine.
Do you want to move forward?
Sure, I'll do it first. I'll dash so that I can double.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna just bolt right in.
You might not have to, unless you just
Alright,
like
I
go.
can
Alright.
place.
Hold on. Okay, so Braxis, how much movement was that just to get there? I think that's only like 50 for you, right?
Yeah, something like that. I want to say.
Yeah, it was like 50 feet.
Yeah, it's like 60, like right here by the blood thing.
Yeah, by that central that blood pool up there. Yeah.
As you enter this room, Braxis,
Oh.
you are going to see a large number of enemies, including these here. But you could conceivably, probably.
Well, where would I have seen them from? Because the angle, like I would have seen them from farther back.
No, you wouldn't have. You are coming down this hallway. which means this wall right here. Do you see these? So your field of vision would be this until you clear the other side of this. You could conceivably like see these guys right here, but you said you wanted to move straight into this room. So this is what you would see as you enter this room. And we put you at about 50 feet in. You could conceivably continue forward. You still have plenty of movement. I think you still have 10 feet of movement just without doing anything else.
And if you dash and drop all the stones,
You still have your action, your bonus action, environmental,
I'll
and 10 feet of movement.
go ahead and keep moving dash and basically move in a circular fashion, I guess. Dropping stones.
If you want to, you don't have to like skip around the room tossing them per se. I would just let you like chuck these stones in various directions as your environmental. Like your only job was just fucking.
You gotta save Percival.
So you could easily enough, if you're going to dash, you could pretty much hit like any point in this room. You're gonna take some spear attempts in doing so, but you could pretty much reach this. Would you want to do anything in particular? I'll let you activate one of those stones as a bonus action if you want to pull the plug right here. And like,
I'll do
get
that.
everyone out of here.
Yeah, I'll get everyone out of there.
Okay, okay. So you're gonna swim right up to the middle and port everyone out?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, fuck, you're alone for this. Okay. Okay. So, Buttercup, you're going to watch as Braxis sort of dashes ahead, taking actually just one spear attempt, I guess, which is just going to like snag in his rugged, thick hide. And Braxis, as you reach the middle and like chuck these stones in every direction, you're going to like activate one of these stones. And Buttercup, you watch as in the distance where Braxis has sort of swum into the middle, there's like this like burst of light. And all of these people are going to be gone.
Okay.
Run!
What are you doing?
Hold on, I gotta move forward. Okay. Is my movement
8, please. Underwater.
see in the water?
You can make it behind the ice really easy.
That's what I was just checking. Yeah, she's just gonna bolt and through the door to the ice.
All right, Buttercup. You do this. And you, as you're coming through the hallway, you're going to see like a familiar vision as a horde of enemies comes like pouring in through this way. Like coming after Bruce as you dash back up through the ice. Because you still got to go before the mob did. They rolled a 2. The two of you.
Don't sound so sad about it.
I'm sad about it. I'm sad about it.
Rolled a fucking 2.
After we murdered a bunch of them anyway.
So,
Yeah, we're fine.
Bruce and Buttercup, the two of you make it behind ice safely. Braxis.
Oh no.
Give me 1 second. You
That
don't
grin.
quite go where you thought you were going to go, Braxis. Oh shit, hang tight. Oh fuck. Sorry. Let me move you to the proper screen. Braxis.
Cool.
With a flash, You appear not outside the ice, as promised, but rather at the crystal tree. And as you do this, the great avian says, "Oh, I didn't think it would be you, of all people. I have a score to settle with you."
Oh, really?
"Indeed. It seems you've lied to me, and I don't take kindly to that. You've done me a service by bringing these people here. Perhaps I have a bit more bargaining power now. But in return, I would like for you to die." Anything you want to say to this?
Holy shit.
Before this thing and blasts you off the cliff.
Okay.
Braxis, you are soaring through the air, thousands of feet off the ground, but not far from the cliffside. You have several turns before you actually hit the ground. What would you like to do?
Levitate.
Okay. So I want you guys to all picture this, right? As this giant bird just like blows Braxis off the cliff, and Braxis is like flying through the air. Braxis, you kind of look down and the ground's doing that like thing where it's like slowly like moving up, and sort of like reaching about your person, you find one of your like levitative vials, and as you're falling through the air, you like splash it and kind of like rub it onto your skin, and you slow down. And you're just going to glide to the floor?
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
We're gonna fuck that bird up
Okay.
someday. It wasn't tonight, but it
You-
will happen.
You glide down gently to the forest floor. And after a few moments, you'll see the bird sort of like fly over the forest canopy, sort of surveying down with its sharp eye. I need you to roll me a stealth check. Keep in mind you have expertise if you switch to Zarthic. Ooh, but you does it take you a long rest to switch between forms?
No, I could do it in a turn.
Okay, okay.
So yeah, I'll do that. I'll be Cesarthic and expertise that stealth roll. Oh god.
Go ahead. Go ahead as this. You're sort of like down here at the bottom, and this like bird is like soaring over the forest canopy, like watching with these like golden red eyes. 19 will do it.
Yeah.
After swooping overhead, here and there, it's going to eventually stop and return to its perch, allowing you to return to the ice, where you will meet Bruce and Buttercup, who are rather surprised to not find you and everyone else here. And this is actually a great stopping point for this session, if you guys want to call it right there.
That sounds good.
Okay.
Good
That
sesh.
bird is a turd.
Jesus.
But
So
Settled
the bird has all the people now, right?
the bird has all
Yes.
the people now.
Oh, we're gonna fuck that bird up. Okay.
Yas.
Okay.
The bird has
Fuck
all the
bird.
people, and it tried to kill Victor.
Tried.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
trying to start.
It's a good thing I didn't
start a
shatter
bargain
before I
with,
was I considered using shatter on a group of the people before I left just to reduce the bargaining power, but it's a good thing I didn't.
Good thing you didn't. Good thing you
Yeah.
didn't. What was that? I almost called you Buttercup. Savannah?
Buttercup still has that possible deal with the bird at
That's
the
right.
time.
You still have one of the stones too. In fact, you guys should all, except for Bruce and Buttercup should have stones right now.
Cool.
Okay.
I
would not
have-
have. I would not have any stones anymore after that. I would have dumped them out in the
Yeah,
forest.
I kind of figured in your mad dash you were just like, tossing them everywhere. Awesome session,
Remember,
guys.
you
good.
picked up.
Good stuff.
You picked one up off the floor.
Yes, you still have one.
All right, good sesh, guys. Definitely appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate you.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in.
Check out
So much fun.
Eddie. He's going to be doing some Apex, and then Keanu on Monday doing Yakuza. All right, guys.
Thanks for coming, y'all. Much love.